Now give me my theme music. Oh, we got some dogs coming. Do you believe now? I'm about to get comfortable.
Yeah! Is this thing on? Is this thing on? Man, TP's man back in the field. Yeah, we got another Power Pack show. Another Power Pack show, y'all. Excuse the lateness, y'all. I'm trying to grow the channel, so I got to pop in on other people's shows and show them some love. You know, kick the tires a little bit. Let everybody know I'm lurking, I'm listening, and I'll pull up. I'll pull up at any time, you know. Sometimes you got to pull up on them. You know, they say pull up on you. So I went on Rawhide show today. And I go on these shows just in fun, y'all. You know, this ain't shit. We just talking sports, y'all. This ain't. But some people just go a little bit too far with the shade. The shade, it's slight shade. And what I like about their show is the two guys that really heads the show, they know football. They actually know football. But when they get with that crew, I think that crew kind of pulls them to the dark side. I think they pour a little haterade in their cup, and it starts to come out of their pores over there. And I'm like, I'm trying to understand what's going on. Like, what's happening? What's really happening? Y'all don't want to see Coach Prime win. Y'all saying y'all fans, but I'm listening to the answers, and the answers when it comes to Coach Prime are always harsh and straight to the point. When they're about other coaches, it's always, he'll get it right next year. You know, he has a 4-year deal. He's only into his second year, so you got time to fix things. When it's Coach Prime, it's like, hey, you brought all them guys in through the portal. You got to win. You got to win now. What's up, Chef Jerome? Hey, we was over there today, man. I want to cook. And Alpha Rule called me out, so I went over there to just kind of see what he was talking about. But he disappeared. He disappeared like Batman. Y'all know how Batman, when he do whatever he does and the police show up, and then next thing you know, Batman he gone. That's what happened to Alpha Rule. He didn't say, hey, y'all, I'll get with y'all later. Big Tiger, man. Next time we got to do that date. He just disappeared on me. And I was so disheartened, man. I was looking forward, you know, to sharpening my knife over there today, you know. But he ran off. He ran off like Little Red Riding Hood in the woods. He just ran off. Well, maybe next time, y'all. Maybe next time. I had to deal with all the little. I don't even know what to call this. I don't know what to call them because they know football, but they just act like they don't hear words. They act like they don't hear key words that are coming out of my mouth. But let's get to the show, y'all. I got a lot of stuff we want to talk about, man. We got some Juju sightings today. Juju sightings. We're not just talking about the Juju that y'all know. I'm talking about Juju Watkins too. We had a Juju sighting today. She did her thing. And look, I was gonna give Kaylin a shout out. But when I give Kaylin a shout out, Boosie, that rocks with his nerves. I mean, he don't like it when I give her a shout out. So I didn't have time to upload that picture, y'all. So if y'all came to see Kaylin drop, I think she dropped 30 or 40 points. Can we at least see how many points she dropped? Anybody know how many points she dropped? Because y'all leave that in the chat. She dropped like 30 or 40 points last night, right after the triple-double. So she keeping her foot on the gas. Angel Reese keeping her foot on the gas. She got 13 straight double-double. So I like what I'm seeing by both of these young ladies. They doing their thing. I like it. And I'm going to tell y'all something. I think just like how we love the 90s basketball, that was a golden era. But the 90 players, if you look at them guys compared to the guys we have now, I don't think a lot of those guys will have the same kind of success in this league because the skill level has gone up. The guys are longer and faster. They can shoot better. So I don't know. Maybe some of them can, like a Charles Barkley, but some like I don't know how Patrick Ewing would make it in this league. I don't know. I don't know if Reggie Miller will make it in this league. Even though Reggie Miller was a shooter, Reggie Miller really didn't have a lot of defense. So just how Michael Jordan cooked him, a lot of guys will be cooking him. And I think that's what's about to happen to these ladies in the WNBA. The ones that came in 15 years ago, 12 years ago, 10 years ago. I think the game has advanced so much. These newer women that's coming in are finna start turning up the heat. And I don't know if they can keep up. We will see. We will see. So Syracuse, I'm not showing y'all the love I need to show y'all. So we're going to get this out the way. Why? I'm not showing y'all the love, and college football is not showing y'all love. I'm not hearing anything about Syracuse right now. I'm not hearing any kind of great news. Even with the weak schedule, I'm not hearing any Heisman talk about y'all quarterback. I'm not hearing anything. So Syracuse, can y'all help me understand why? I mean, y'all had a good team last year. It's not like we just had a conversation about why Colorado was in the middle of the pack when it comes to ranking in the Big 12. And they made a good point. Colorado didn't have the best season last year. You got new pieces coming in. Colorado is not proven. So we're going to put them in the middle of the pack because they're not proven. If they go out here and start winning, boom, everything is all good. But if we rank them too high and then they don't win, now we overrank them. So let's put them low, make them prove themselves. I get that. I understand that. I mean, but when you got the best quarterback in the country, it's kind of a little weird, but I understand. But Syracuse, y'all quarterback, he's pretty good too. Kyle is pretty good. I'm not going to say he's amazing, but I'm not going to say he's a liability. I think he can get the job done. And with the weapons y'all brought in for him, I think he can get it done on a high level. So I'm just trying to understand, Syracuse, do y'all hear anything about y'all quarterback? Do y'all hear any kind of praise? Because I'm not hearing it. Help me get some leads to some stories so we can start giving y'all some more love. Hey, what's up, Fat Rick Q? I haven't seen you in a long time. Sensei, what's happening? Blessings and budget, what's going on? Chef in the building. What's going on, Shirley? Yeah, the intro was kind of long because I was setting my stuff up because I was on somebody else's show, so I didn't have time. And I didn't have time. That dude, D, what's happening? So I didn't have time to do all the stuff I wanted to do. But hey, Jerome, you jumping on stage? Are you jumping on stage, Jerome? But let me drop that link. I'm gonna drop this link right now for the people that's on the panel. Let me get through some of this spiel, and the people that's not on the channel every day, I'll bring y'all on, but not until I get through this spiel. Our Rizzle, what's happening? What's happening? Hey, that's the real MVP. My man been dropping mad super chats on us. He raised the ball over here. Appreciate that. I agree that you should be ranked middle of the pack, but not as low as 11, 12. I'm thinking the same thing. That's 11 and 12 is too low, Frederick Q. They should at least be ranked like around 5, 6 at the lowest. That's what I'm thinking. Maybe even like 4, 3. But hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. And the reason why I don't like getting ranked really low to start the season off, because if you have big wins, you got to cover so much ground before you get ranked. If you're already at the top of the pack, you kind of like in the top 25. So if you win your first game, you start off, and now your ranking is starting to go up. So when you start getting a good ranking, now more of your games are getting primetime games because they want the teams that are ranked to be on TV. That's the thing I've always noticed. So, but Colorado fans, I got some good news for us. We had a Juju sighting, and I want y'all to see this. So y'all understand what's going on. And we're going to go down this rabbit hole. I tried to drop a video for y'all earlier to kind of explain some of the stuff to y'all. I just didn't have time to do it, but we're going to do it now. So you see my man Juju, and you see the shades he have on. Now, I don't know this for sure, but what I was told, those are some Coach Prime shades. That's what I was told. Now, this is Juju's account. You see him with the eye popping right here. You got the eyes popping like, uh-oh, what's going on? What's happening? He got the black on. Now, this is kind of weird. I don't never see my man with any USC stuff on. Never. I don't even never see him wearing red stuff. So this is kind of confusing to me. It's kind of, it throws me for a loop because part of me don't know if he's trolling, and a part of me don't know if he's dropping hints. And I like what you're doing. I like what you're doing, Jerome. I like the let me take this picture down for everybody. Yeah, they got to see the greatness. And we gonna get into that too, y'all. That profile pic, it means a lot. It means a lot. And you muted, Jerome.
Can you hear me?
Okay. Yeah, I can hear you. So, all right. So Juju posted that picture that I just had up. So in the chat, y'all think he trolling or y'all think he dropping hints? What y'all think? Y'all think he just trying to run his numbers up or he dropping us some subtle hints? And another thing I want y'all to understand. Oh, hold on. Federal Q said every 5-star is downgraded to a 4-star when they hit. Oh, yeah. When they commit to CU. Okay. All right. So that's what I want to talk about. So if we look at on 3, and this has been a trend that's been going on ever since Travis. Travis didn't drop down to a 4-star, but his ranking dropped. Like he was like ranked like a 99 or something, and he kind of got dropped down to like a 94 or something. So every time people hitch their wagon to Coach Prime, if he was at Jackson or Colorado, they ranking dipped a little bit, especially with on 3, right? So they think they was doing this like to kind of deter some guys from saying they want to go to Colorado because they ranking to drop a little bit, right? So, Jerome, how do you feel about this? Do you feel like they on 3 know something that the rest of the world don't know? So they went on ahead and pulled the switch and said, okay, let's go to our routine.
Man, I love this right here. Can you hear me clearly?
Well, you kind of low. You low.
Hold on. What about now? Am I good?
You good now. Yeah, you good.
Yeah, when I saw this, man, it made me so happy, man, because they don't do this unless somebody go into Colorado, man. So I don't think that they would do this. Yeah, I don't think that they would do this if they'd have the inside scoop. Oh, where Juju going, man? They did this for a reason. So this made me happy. I was happy to see this.
Hey, you're right, 100% right. I was happy too when I saw it. I said, "Uh-oh," because once you hit your wagon to Coach Prime, they start hating a little bit. That hate just jump in, like how I was talking about earlier. Hey, Jerome was on the other show with me earlier. So Jerome, explain the atmosphere over there. Was it just outright hate, or was it slight? A hand dissing, like what was it like, or was it just misunderstood football talk?
Man, to me, majority of it is I can't really put my finger on and say if it's undercover hate, because I think deep down inside, a lot of them dudes like CU, but they don't want people to know they like CU. It's weird, man. I can't gauge it. It's weird as heck. But with the Lincoln Riley conversation, you have to really understand football to know like what we're talking about. Like people, they're just not understanding. So I'm just done talking about that conversation because nobody can really understand and comprehend because they're looking at the guys that were number one picks and the Heisman Trophy winners. But there's so much more to it than that. But yeah, it's a combination of all that over there, man. But shout out to them dudes, man. They, they do their thing. It's just a little too much for me over there, man.
And I'm gonna say this, y'all. I just look like this, man. I just sound like this. I'm from the South or whatever. But a lot of people, even when I was at my military school, they realized, okay, that dude right there, he's smart. We got to get him on our side because if we don't have him on our side, he can control the barracks. I'm one of them kind of dudes. I can play mind games or whatever. Really flawed. She caught on. Did you see she caught on, or were you still on?
Yeah. I saw that. I saw that for sure.
So yeah, I'm gonna tell y'all what I was doing. So because everything Coach Prime does, he get hate for it. Everything he does, and even if it's facts, like if we talking about something that's happening, we want it to happen, we'll call it out. With these other coaches, if they want their coach to do something, they really won't speak on it. If they speak on it, they're gonna speak under their breath with they close homies. They never gonna say it out loud on the open platform. So when I try to talk about these other coaches out loud, I notice how these same guys that go in on Coach Prime start making all kind of excuses. I'm like, So we can talk about Coach Prime not developing all the corners that he brought in, but we can't say that about Lincoln Riley. Why is that? Why do we got to skip around Lincoln Riley bowl record when he's 2-6 in bowl? Why we can't say he got to win? They paying him all this money. Like the only coach I know that kind of got this treatment was Jimbo Fisher.
Yeah. Jimbo definitely got this kind of treatment for sure.
Yeah. Jimbo got it. So I'm just trying to keep it fair across the board. I'm trying to shake that cage a little bit to make people think outside the box. But all right. So go ahead. You got some? All right, well, I'm gonna keep going. So look, y'all, if Juju is really planning on coming to Colorado, this won't happen, y'all. And I thought this was gonna happen, y'all. I thought Juju Lewis and Juju Watkins was going. If they not even together, I thought they was just gonna be around each other. And it was gonna be a big marketing thing, like the movie Love and Basketball. It was kind of like the USC theme. They had a lot of stuff going on. I want to get to your comment, Chris. I'll come back, but it was just like a perfect little scenario because Love and Basketball for me was one of my favorite movies, right? So if he goes to USC, I just want to see what kind of creative marketing they'll be able to do with them too. Like both of them are extremely talented. Both of them, they seem like they good kids or whatever, and they got bright futures or whatever. I want to see what they can do with the two Jujus, but I would rather have him in Colorado. So I don't think we're gonna get to see the Love and Basketball. And the thing about it is, the girl was a basketball player and the guy was a football player in the movie too. So it's kind of like it's almost like the real movie coming to play in real life. So it was kind of cool, man. But I think hopefully I can lay this to rest. Hopefully we won't get to see this. But Juju, she was out on a prowl today, and she had to throw the ball out, I think, at a Dodgers game. See, my picture's coming up kind of
like
slow,
that,
y'all.
huh?
Oh yeah, she the real deal. Like she more popular than our Juju right now.
Yeah, I forgot Richie did say that.
Yeah, like she throwing up, and she actually threw out the pitch. So, like, she's looking like she's gonna break all Caitlin Clark records. Like she already broke the rookie record for points and all this kind of stuff. So she's on the roll. And
oh yeah,
and it's like she's combination of both of them, of Angel Reese and Caitlin, where she got the skills to shoot, but she got the dog in her like Angel, where you can't play her. She gonna give it to you. She kind of like the best version of LeBron. I can say she can just do it all.
Yeah, she a different animal, man. Everybody know when it's her time, she covered. So they better do what they do right now. But she covered.
Yeah. So so make some sense of this. I'm gonna show this real quick because we about to get into this. We about to get into this Matt Rule situation, and I heard somebody say something that was kind of interesting, like if their quarterback if he leaves, will a quarterback leave? And if their quarterback leave, where will their quarterback go? If we don't get Juju, so we're gonna talk about that. But my man right here, this is kind of confusing to me. Help me understand this, Jerome. My man Davis, I want to say his name is Jordan. Is David Sanders? Is David Sanders? Yeah, David Sanders. All right, right on the screen in front of me. So at first, I thought it was Tennessee, Clemson, or Georgia. So I thought he was gonna stay at home. I thought he wanted to be a local joker, just 2 hours away from the house for his mom and dad. But I seen Ohio pop up, and now I'm seeing Nebraska popping up. And I'm like, huh? So do you think it's all about the bag? Do you think he just trolling like Juju, and he really want to go to Georgia? All right, what you think going on?
Yeah, with him having Nebraska on there, for me, the bag is definitely part of the play for sure. He's trying to get the bag, most definitely. But it seems like he also probably know where he going, though. He know where he going. He might just be trying to, get some wiggle room to get a bigger bag from Georgia, because I think that's where he going, is to Georgia. But, yeah, that Nebraska on there.
That's what I'm going to.
Yeah.
I mean, Georgia put all these guys in the league. You play offense and you play defense, so you should get on the field. But one thing I did notice, I don't think Colorado has a shot. Now, when it comes to the jury and everything, he fit in with Colorado. But the conference he want to go to, he's only doing the top two conferences, the SEC and the Big Ten.
Yeah, they said he going to Ohio State. They say Ohio State paying him QB money. That's what FFJ just said in the chat.
And that might be true, because if y'all don't know, Ohio State got the biggest budget. Like, they bring in the most money. That's what I heard this offseason. They bring in like $250 million a year. So they bring in a bunch of money so they can spend. You see, this year they spent out more than everybody this year. So they got some trick off change over there in Ohio.
Yeah. Oh, he committed August 17th. It's crazy. I wonder why CU wasn't even on there, because normally when you put CU on there, that's when I feel like them bags get bigger at other schools, because they don't want you to go.
Yeah. He never had CU on there. Never. And I thought it was a slam dunk because his last name was Sanders.
Yeah, that would have been a good fit, but we'll see.
So let's get to the news, y'all. Let's get to the look, Nebraska. I don't want to do this. It's coming to me. The news is coming to me. I'm just relaying the information. And that's all I'm doing. I'm not trying to find this stuff. It comes to me. So when it comes to me, I just share it. So let me show y'all. I'm gonna bring up the thumbnail. I don't know if I got everything up.
Oh, they said he want to go into medicine. In the chat, they say he want to go into medicine after football, and Ohio State got a good program. Okay, FMJ, you come with the heat tonight.
So y'all, when I started talking about, I'm trying to let my picture come up. It's going real slow. It's about to rain over here, y'all. So sorry if we having bad connection. I'm on satellite, so I have to deal with it. But so when we talk about my man pulling his name out, they had the DB coach for Nebraska, and he was like he quitting for personal reasons. Rumors started going around saying that Matt Rule might be leaving. He might be trying to get a NFL job. Now this is all alleged. I haven't seen anything stone cold in writing, but I know, and I don't know who told. I don't know if Mike said this, but somebody said. I think it was Mike said this. He's a big time Nebraska fan, but he was like, the Dillon kid, they already had a plan to come to Nebraska even before Matt Rule got there. Like it was always the play for him to come to Nebraska. So if Matt Rule ends up leaving and going to the NFL, do you think he's going to stay and be loyal to Nebraska? Because if your head coach is not being loyal, Nebraska wasn't loyal to Frost. They got rid of him. Does Dillon have to be loyal if everybody is flying the coop? And now you look over there at Colorado and you see Shedeur is gone and Juju went to USC. Could he just transfer, hit that port, and come on over here and take the keys to this machine we building?
Yep. Sound like a smooth transition to me, man. Everybody else finna be gone. I dang sure ain't staying there. I'm out. He better start putting Coach Prime's phone number in his phone right now.
Yeah, because Coach Prime is not hard to find.
They said Raiola going back to Georgia.
He's going back to Georgia.
Yeah, that's what they saying in the chat. That's what JB in the chat said.
We talking about going to the Falcons or he going to the University of Georgia?
What you talking about, JB? University of Georgia?
Are you talking about quarterback? I don't know if he's gonna go back to Georgia because Ron, why you got that popping going on tonight? What you got going on?
Yeah, I'm on my phone instead of my laptop, man. Is it popping?
Yeah, it's popping. Maybe I'll turn your volume down a little bit.
I'm gonna jump off. Yeah, I'm gonna try to jump off and jump back on.
Okay.
All
right. But yeah, y'all. So this is happening right now, and I don't know if he's gonna come back to Georgia because Georgia got a lot of guys. But you're right, JB. He could come over here and play for a year, and if Beck leaves, go back to Georgia because they were saying he was penciled in to go to Georgia. But if you can go, this is the thing, y'all. If you can go to Colorado, Colorado has the biggest light. They have the biggest light. So if you go to Colorado and you're a real passer, Coach Prime gonna give you all the weapons you want. Y'all already see the offensive line is building. So he's gonna be in a great spot. A lot of quarterbacks gonna want to take that spot once you do a leave. And if he goes to Colorado, do y'all understand the amount of hate that? And I think we don't play him. I don't think we play Colorado for like 2 years after this. So he might not never see Colorado ever again. And that's what I heard. They have like 2 years on and 2 years off. And correct me if I'm wrong. You're right. They say Raiola went to 4 different high schools. He is loyal to his plan and no one else. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I don't think he's going to go to Georgia because Georgia don't really throw the ball like that. I mean, want to throw the ball. Now, you got a point, Factory Q. He might go to USC. He could go to USC, but that depends on if that quarterback leaves or not. Moss. if Moss stays there for his 5th year, because sometimes when a quarterback plays 1 year, they say, well, he only had 1 year, he's really not proven, so he might stay another year. And I don't think Dylan wants to sit behind him, especially if you already been a starter. You talking about that dude did Georgia dirty? How he did Georgia dirty? Georgia got quarterbacks. They got 4 quarterbacks. You want to have 5 quarterbacks over there? Yeah, I like that. He won't come to Georgia. I like that. I like when people talk like that. He won't go to Georgia. Let me see. Well, let me get to the rest of these slides, y'all, and then I'm gonna jump in the comments and I'm gonna let y'all take off and start bringing people on stage. So, and y'all got to understand the Georgia fans, they are heavy on us right now, y'all. They heavy on us because they see what we building over here. They see what we building. Like this right here. Shadeur Sanders, if y'all didn't know, Shadeur Sanders will have his signature move in the college football game. His signature move, and it's only like Colorado is the only team that can do this. So I don't know if you play a season and you get another quarterback after Shedeur, will he be able to do it? Like if you play dynasty mode, will all the quarterbacks that play for Colorado be able to do that? I don't know. I don't know if DBs and defensive linemen and stuff, if they get a sack, can they do it? But what I do know is nobody on another team can do it. But they showing like all the what they saying, head wagging, waving goodbye, little baby. I guess you rocking the baby, and so it's other the little put them to sleep, don't throw it my way. They got a lot of little dropping the mic. They got a lot of little celebration that they do, but everybody can do them. But Shedeur's celebration, only Colorado can do this celebration. They said Colorado only. So I like that. See, and just every time we do something that's upper echelon, and I remember last year when Shedeur was doing by around by this time of the year, they was doing the celebrations and stuff, and they was having Shedeur come out and do those takes. Y'all know when people do those takes where they say, come on, get louder. Hold on, I'm gonna show y'all. When they do stuff like this, and it shows in the Jumbotron, they be like, get louder, get louder. Or some people come out and they'll hold up the fours and stuff. I don't know, they hold up the fours for the 4th quarter. They'll do stuff like that. So Shedeur was like, man, everybody does this. Whatever they was trying to make him do, he was like, man, everybody doing it. Everybody doing it. We need to do our own stuff. We need to come up with our own stuff. So now that he does the Shedeur, he has his own signature move. And that's what he was talking about last year. So stuff like that, I pay attention to, the little small things. Some people that don't matter. But for Shedeur, that's his brand now. He's branded himself. Like little kids gonna know the Shedeur. They ain't even gonna really know what's going on. They just gonna be out in the parking lot. Yeah, but it's gonna get burnt into their memory. So I like it. I like it. I want to say Prime takes good care of players out of Georgia, but we had 2 guys that came from Georgia that transferred out, and I kind of it hurt my soul, man. It hurt my soul. I think one guy, he really didn't want to come. He was coming because his teammate was coming. His teammate ended up not coming, and I think he transferred out. But Hopkins, I don't really know why Hopkins transferred out. I think he didn't feel like he was getting a shot, and that hurt my soul right there. Oh, Frederick Q, I see what you're saying. That's the reason why Shedeur and Travis had no issue with him on the cover, and that's what Coach Prime was saying. He was just like, they don't even know. They didn't even know. Because Shedeur, he knew he was going to be in the game, and he got a legendary position in the game. So, yeah, Travis on the cover, but Shedeur's in the game. That's tight. Let me make sure we don't have nothing else. And well, we might be about done. Oh, we got one more thing. So LeJounte, now a lot of people sleeping on LeJounte Western. Like this last year, this is who my man was. Like he was first in his conference, he was first in everything but touchdowns. In the NCAA, the whole NCAA receptions per. Oh, he was first in receptions per game. Because the guy that had more total receptions than him, he played in more games, bowl game or something like that, and LeJounte didn't. So that's how he ended up getting more catches than him. And like he's like fourth in receiving yards game, and touchdown. So one thing I wanted to see with him, can we get his touchdowns up? But I think he's more like a possession kind of guy. So Travis, this is what I'm looking for, y'all. I think Travis and Miller are going to have the most touchdowns. I don't think Miller's going to be a starter, but I think when we get in the red zone and stuff like that, Miller's going to get a lot of jump balls. So Travis and Miller, I think they're going to lead with touchdowns. I think LeJounte is going to lead the team in receptions. He might lead the team in yards. I think it's going to be out of him and Will Sheppard that's going to lead the team in yards. So I feel like Will Sheppard is going to be a quiet assassin, and he's going to just like we're going to look up like, dang, Will had 6 catches, 98 yards. I think that's going to be him every game. He's going to be solid. And I think Jimmy is going to be our home run hitter. I think Jimmy going to have the most 50-plus yard touchdowns because he's sneaky. Like he got that blow by speed. So once you start playing Travis and LeJounte and Will Sheppard some attention and Miller some attention, like he's gonna hit that seam. And I think Shedeur is gonna put it on him. Next thing you know, they're gonna be striking up the band because once Jimmy get in the open field, it's pretty much over. So y'all, the floor is now open. I went through all of my. Well, I got one more. These Georgia fans, y'all, they be doing weird stuff, man. They be doing weird stuff. So don't take them too serious. Just listen to them, but don't listen to them. You know, you hear them, but don't listen to them. Let's say that. Well, all right, y'all. The doors of the YouTube channel is open, so let's take off. If anybody want to come to the stage, you can jump on stage. If you got any questions, ask them now, and I'll jump on them right now. And let me change the StreamYard. Motivated, you know you be saying all that kind of weird stuff, bro. You always be saying some arbitrary facts that don't matter, changing the subject, always trying to change the subject. Instead of staying on topic, you change the subject. You're right. I'm gonna throw a little Georgia hate in there. I'm gonna throw a little bit in there just to let them know I'm paying attention to them. All right, Jerome back.
Am I still crackling?
No, you good. You good.
For sure. I'm waiting to see some other people hop on here. Y'all, come on, man. Hop up on the live. Hey, we got like a 105 watching. Only seen 45 likes on there, man. That's not even halfway. Y'all hit the like button, man. Hit the like button. Please hit the like button.
Hit the like button so we can run it up. And that's why I didn't go live on Saturday. I could have went live Saturday, but I was just like, hey, they ain't hitting the like button. I got stuff to do. It's the weekend. I'm gonna have fun.
Yeah, y'all got to hit the like button, man. Keep the algorithm doing its thing. Hit them likes, man. It's 105 in here. There ain't no way we shouldn't be at least about 80 likes. So y'all take a second real quick, hit the like button, and then come on up here on the panel, man. Let's get the cooking.
Now, Ron, I'm gonna tell you something that I noticed today when I said this, and I noticed the air in the room just changed. So, we was talking about Lincoln Riley, and it was like, who was another good quarterback coach or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Then when I threw out Coach Darrell, they didn't like that answer.
At all.
I'm like, he got guys out. He got this guy saying he's gonna get drafted. He got this guy saying he's gonna get drafted, and he got this guy that's bubbling. So you got 3 different dudes and 2 different conferences that's making noise right now. So how can you say he's not a good quarterback whisperer?
Exactly. I asked them over there because they were talking about the thing. I hopped back on. Once you hopped off, I just wanted to ask them one question. They got rowdy. I ended up having to drop off. But what I asked them is, okay, out of all these guys we naming, the Kyler Murrays, the Jalen Hurts, all them dudes, first round picks or whatever, Heisman Trophy, I said, can you guys just tell me what Lincoln Riley helped them improve on as far as their game? They had one thing they said. They said Jalen Hurts with his precision or progressions, so being able to read. That's it. They could say nothing else.
That's it.
Yeah.
And I think the only reason why
quarterback guru. Yeah, go ahead.
I think the only reason why Jalen Hurts improved so much is because Alabama didn't trust him to throw. They trust Tua to throw. They didn't trust Jalen Hurts to throw.
Exactly, and that's what I was saying. And then the leader of the show, he actually agreed with that he don't think necessarily Nick Saban let Jalen Hurts loose, but he was like, we ain't seeing what's going on in practice. But anyways, I'm saying if this guy's a guru, then you guys should be able to tell me what this quarterback came in struggling with and what he helped them get better at. But nobody could say nothing. So I'm like, man, I'm just done with that conversation, man.
Yeah. I mean, I'm glad that Really Flawed picked up. What is it? Really Flawed or Perfectly Flawed?
Yeah,
it's Really Flawed, right? I'm glad she picked up on it. Like I said, I'm gonna always throw jabs at these other coaches. I'm not gonna let these other coaches walk around with 2-6 records, and they brought 15 guys in out of high school, and only one guy made it to the league, and we're gonna say he the best guy ever. No, the other 14 dudes don't feel the same way.
Exactly. JB said because Jalen couldn't read defenses correctly, Tua could get to his reads quicker. Yeah, I mean, I would take that. I think it appeared that Jalen Hurts' progressions got better when he got with Lincoln Riley at OU. So I give him credit for that. If he helped him with that, I give him credit for that. But it's still 5 other guys that nobody can't tell me one thing that Lincoln Riley helped them get better at. Which goes back to our point is that they was already them dudes. They was going to be them dudes whether they played for Lincoln Riley or Lincoln Dolly. They was going to be them.
Yeah. Oh, and Jizzle, I know, bro. And I see, I'm going to tell you, when I pop up on a panel, dudes don't just go at me. They wait and they try to find an angle. They try to find an angle because they know I know football. So they try to find an angle. And like Really Flawed, she pointed out today, oh, he talking about something deeper. He ain't just on surface. A lot of these guys on surface. I'm deep. I see how they doing Coach Prime. I'm gonna talk my talk when I see Coach Prime do something that I don't agree with, but I still got Coach Prime back. And I'm gonna always show these other guys flaws because ESPN and all them, they really don't show their flaws.
For
Like
sure.
that basketball or baseball coach that left in the middle of the night the day before, he ain't going nowhere, and he left. But now they got the other coach saying these kids are not loyal. It's hard to coach now because the kids ain't loyal. Y'all ain't loyal either.
Exactly. Ain't no loyalty out here in these streets, man. See, they
Yeah.
got
You
Baker's
remember they had
ass.
that on the NCAA game? They had that thing called the coaches carousel.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that was, you want to start out with a school and they give you a 4-year deal, but you want to leave before your 4-year deal was up.
Mm-hmm.
And somebody said something about that. They like Coach Prime is the only person that they know of that really plays his deals out. I was like, I never thought about that. He does.
Yeah, he Coach Prime is loyal, man. And it's rare out here. He loyal, but Coach Prime, he got money, and a lot of these people let their loyalty get bought. So that's why they be gone. Our Jizzle said, which QB that has played for Lincoln Riley that are in the pros that have given him praise to get to where they are? I'll wait. That's the same thing I was saying, man. But people, they not really trying to understand it, man. And it gets me frustrated, and I start to yelling and raise my voice. But I just came to the conclusion that, like, everybody ain't gonna understand what I understand, and that's okay, man. It ain't nothing wrong with it.
We got a
But
super
yeah,
chat. I'm trying to get the pop up. I can't get the pop
I can
up.
read it. Is that it right there? Oh, is it from We've Been Doing It?
Well, hold up. Yeah. We've been doing it. Yeah.
It says, what other college coach has 4 starting QBs in the NFL currently? I mean, I'm sure we could go down a list and find at least one, but yeah, we understand that they're got these college football players starting in the NFL, but we also, our point is, these dudes probably would have been in the league. Well, I personally think they would have been in the league whether they got with Lincoln Riley or not, man. That's the only point that we're making. Like, these are 4- and 5-star quarterbacks. There's not a lot of 4- or 5-star quarterbacks every year. So for Lincoln Riley to have one every year is kind of like Phil Jackson. Yeah, Michael Jordan, then he went to Kobe. Like, you got these top dudes, but you got that triangle offense, that system that they can flourish in. Like, you don't have to do much, man. You don't have to do much. That's all I'm saying. I'm not taking any credit away from Lincoln Riley, but what I'm saying is he doesn't have to do much. These are top guys that are going to be top guys, whether they're with Lincoln Riley or whoever they're with. Jalen Hurts was with Nick Saban and won a national championship. He didn't do that with Lincoln Riley. Like, they were going to be them guys regardless, man.
And y'all, I'm gonna call somebody out right now. I'm gonna call my man Boosie out right now. Boosie, what you doing? Boosie, it seems like you in the bushes. Like you in the bushes looking for something to say instead of just speaking your mind. You waiting on the misstep so you can jump on it instead of talking football. Like, what's going on with you? The last 2 weeks, you in the bushes hiding over there. What you doing, man?
Yeah, I know Boosie, man. I know a lot of Boosie, man. I got bit a couple times, man. I'm staying clear of that. Hey, y'all say Baker. I'll give him Baker, man. He might have did it.
You got low again, Ron.
Am I still low?
You back now.
Yeah, I'll give him Baker.
You good
man.
now?
I'll give him Baker, man. He Baker was, supposedly low stars, left the program where he was a walk-on and first walk-on to win the Heisman. I'll give him all of that. I also think Baker was extremely talented. You act like there's no way that a quarterback can be underrated, man. But if y'all want to say Baker, that's fine. I'll give him that. But what I'm saying is, I can't just give him the credit for all those 5-star guys because, like I said, Jalen Hurts was already a national champ before he got with him. Kyler Murray, one of the best players to ever come out of Texas football at the quarterback position, man. Like, these were them dudes, bro. I'm in Arizona. Spencer Rattler, one of the best. Go ahead.
He said something now, and I thought about this big snacks. I thought about this, but I didn't say it. Nick Saban. If you use Jalen for both of them, he got the same amount of dudes in the league too. I don't know if Matt Jones still starting, but he got 4 guys in the league too.
Yep. He showed,
and he had a #1 overall pick.
And he got a Heisman Trophy winner.
Mm-hmm. The only thing that's different, and you drop him back out again, wrong. He got championships.
Yeah. Am I still dropping out?
Yeah, you good down, but you back now.
Damn, I'm trying to let my laptop charge up, man. This phone is terrible. But yeah, that bacon.
Yeah, we're gonna add Boosie to the stage.
Yo, go ahead.
We got Boosie on the stage. What's going on, Boosie? What you got for us, Boosie?
Hey man, listen, Tiger, got nothing but love for you, man. But you can't go around all YouTube. Got you wrong, got you sounding crazy out here. I just want to put it out there, man.
About what?
Hey
About
man,
what?
you trying to protect them. Even the Lincoln Riley conversation, man. that was a crazy point, bro.
That conversation.
You got what'd you say?
So what was my point? What was my point?
It was really no point. It was like just talking around in circles. Listen, I know it wasn't your point. I know you're trying to back Jerome. You know, I got love for Jerome, but Jerome going in circles many times. And it's
no. See, Boosie, that I started this conversation.
Exactly.
Because you remember that day we were talking about Coach.
Be listening. He just be hating.
Jerome. Ain't literally nobody on YouTube hating on you, bro. You have to see yourself, bro.
Is the one who started the point, bro. He's the one that started the point, bro. So get your facts together, bro.
Okay. I know you get a little emotional. Relax. You know, you get emotional around the YouTube streets. But what I'm trying to say is this. I know you tried to defend Jerome. I know he's a big boy. He's a grown man.
Trying to defend me
but
when it's his point that he started?
Listen, and trying to defend you. Relax, bro. Relax. And trying to defend you, he's bringing himself down, and that's why cats in the chat like, "Hey, man, protect your boy. Try to back your boy." I can't do it because Jerome, you keep going around here sounding crazy, bro. You gotta stop these crazy points.
All right, Boozer. So, all right, let's have this conversation right now, so I can show everybody it's not crazy. So, Lincoln Riley, when I talk about the guys he got out of high school. How many guys did he get out of high school? He recruited a quarterback every year out of high school. How many guys out of high school has he put in the NFL? And the reason why I'm saying this because he's going to get Juju out of high school.
Tiger, man, he just put Caleb Williams in the league, right? Top pick.
Come on, dog.
No. First, let me talk.
Okay,
it's okay. All right. You cannot dismiss his transfers. You cannot dismiss his transfers. They try to come up with some weird talking point. He's developed his transfers. He's developed his kids out of high school. Period. No, that's what you're doing, though.
I'm focusing on Juju because Juju's coming out of high school.
Okay.
So my focus point is Juju. Juju going there, is it really a great situation for him or is it a great situation for a transfer? Because he's done better with transfers than he's done with guys out of high school. He's 1-15 with guys out of high school.
What did Caleb Williams just do?
That's this one guy, 1-15. Name me the other 14 guys.
What did Caleb Williams just do?
You sound like a broke record. We've said Caleb Williams. That's just one guy.
Man, you can't be moving the goalposts to try to fit some weird narrative. He has put quarterbacks in the league. Quarterbacks in the league who are transfers. Quarterbacks in the league who are high schoolers.
See, we talking about high school because Juju's coming out of high school. That's why we talking about high school dudes because we're talking about Juju right now. Can you stay on topic, dog?
you try to pinpoint this little quarter to try to make a valid point, but you can't. He has put high schoolers and transfers in the league. Coach Prime has spoken highly of him. Juju's dad has spoken highly of him. He's known as a quarterback guru for that reason.
I got you, but when it comes to his 15 dudes that he got in high school, how many have he put in the league?
I'm not sure the 15 is accurate. I'm honestly not even sure. I'm not even sure.
It might be more than 15. It might be more than 15.
But what we do know is that Lincoln Riley has been successful in making Heismans out of walk-on, whether they're transfer or not, and whether they get them from high school. The man is a guru. And yes, I agree with you.
No.
Daryl is a great trainer, but to state that he's a more of a guru than Lincoln Riley, I mean, that's apples and oranges. They're in different roles. I don't know how could you argue that Lincoln Riley is not a quarterback guru? Who's better than, in your opinion, Tiger?
The reason why, because Lincoln Riley has so much more experience and years up under his belt. So yeah, he got a longer track record. But at the rate that Daryl's going, in about 4 years from now, he's probably going to have the same amount of guys or more quarterbacks in the league than Lincoln Riley.
But Tiger, they both could be true, right? Because they have different roles. Technically, Juju can go to USC and have the quarterback guru Lincoln Riley and still work with Daryl. They're in different roles. So I don't think you have to pick and choose. They're both gurus, and I'm not sure you could call Daryl guru yet, but he's definitely on the path. They both could be gurus from different points, right? One the trainer, one a head coach. But I don't think you have to discredit Lincoln Riley. Now, if you want to possibly discredit, some of his defenses, I mean, that's a different story.
I'm not discrediting him. I'm stating his record. Just because I tell somebody's record, that don't mean I'm discrediting him. Just like he's 2-6 in the bowl games. Does that mean I'm discrediting him, or I'm saying he got a 2-6 record in bowl games?
Who's a better developer, head coach wise, of QBs in your opinion?
I don't know. I don't follow head coaches and with all that. If we talking about head coaches, I'll talk about the coach in San Francisco. He's the best one that I've seen.
Oh, Kyle Shanahan?
Because he do it on the highest level. Yeah, because he do it on the highest level.
But you have been discrediting Lincoln Riley to a degree, right? And in order to do that, you have to give us somebody.
Hold on. I'm discrediting him because I'm telling the facts.
What was your point? What was your point the last two nights? Is that Lincoln Riley isn't a true guru, right? Have you been saying that? No. That's what you're trying to push. What I'm saying is, when Lincoln Riley gets guys out of high school, he's not as successful with these guys as people would think. And like you said, Boosie, 5 stars have a 33% or 32% chance of going to the league. He's like Absolutely.
1 in 15. He's like 1 in 15. So that means he's under the 33% if he's bringing in 5-star quarterbacks.
Okay. So why
is he under the average?
Does Caleb Williams help any data point? Does Caleb Williams have any? Does it help?
We already said that's his one guy.
Okay.
Yes, we said this. Hold on, Boosie, because you done said this like 4 times. Hold on.
Okay.
Let me say it because you done said this 4 times. Caleb Williams is the one guy that he's taken from high school, and he did the whole process with him. Ratliff, he transferred out. If he would have stayed with Lincoln Riley, Rattler, he would have sat on the bench, and he probably would have went to the league. So he had to transfer out. So no, I'm not giving him. Do you give Nick Saban, Jalen, or you get it to Lincoln?
Well, I'm gonna touch that point. But Rattler only transferred out because Lincoln Riley recruited and developed another quarterback from high school that he felt was better for his system. So I just want to make sure there's no notion here that he was replaced by a transfer, right? He had two two guys he was developing, and Rattler went 10-2 before he transferred to South Carolina. Do you not consider that any aspect of development?
Yeah, and I consider that no loyalty to my guy that got 10-2. I'm finna move on to the next hot thing. I'm not finna be loyal to this guy. I'm gonna put somebody else in front of him because it's all about me getting my money.
Bro, but that's not loyalty, man. We both like Coach Prime. Coach Prime gets rid of players when they're not doing their job either. When they're not meeting his expectations. That's what people. That's what coaches with high expectations. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You
Right,
just said he was 10-2.
Right, but Caleb
What was Caleb Williams' record?
Caleb was better.
What was Caleb Williams' record? What was his record?
I mean, I don't know off the top of my head, but Caleb won a Heisman. I think we can agree that Caleb was pretty damn good. And he was better than Spencer Rattler.
He didn't take the team farther. He didn't make it to the championship.
Well, he left and he went with his coach to USC. So we didn't really see him finish the job in Oklahoma, right?
How many bowl games did Caleb Williams win?
Bro, I don't know off the top of my head. Caleb Williams had a pretty successful career. I think last year was definitely a decline. I think that was just program wide. But Caleb Williams had a successful career, man.
And the year before that, they lost to Tulane.
Okay, so you don't think Caleb had a damn good college career?
No, I did not say that. I just asked about bowl games. How many bowl games did he win? That's what I'm asking about.
But he also
Nick Saban,
Oklahoma.
If we're gonna do this, Nick Saban has done the same thing Lincoln Riley has done, but his guys actually won championships.
I'm sorry, say it one more time. You said, I'm sorry. I had another call. Say it again.
I said Nick Saban has done the same thing Lincoln Riley has done, but his guys actually won championships.
As far as QBs?
Yeah.
Who?
You got Tua that won the championship. You got Matt Jones won the championship.
I thought you meant in the league. My apologies. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Tua definitely won. So I mean, he had a better team too, right? I mean, so let's say Jalen Hurts, for example. But
that's on the coach.
I'm a Philly fan. Do you not think that Jalen Hurts got considerably better after going to Oklahoma?
Yeah.
And would he be the quarterback he is? Do you think he'd be the quarterback he is today without spending that time at Oklahoma?
I don't think he'd be the quarterback he is the. Dog, I'm not like you. I'm gonna answer the question, Boosie. I'm gonna stand on it, bro. I think by going over there, Lincoln built up his confidence. I think Coach Saban wouldn't let him throw. He didn't trust his ability to throw the ball. So instead of them developing him, they kind of just said, okay, we're gonna let you run the ball more. We're gonna play safe with you. And when it was time to throw the ball in crunch situations, they went to Tua, and that hurt his confidence. When he went to Lincoln with Lincoln let him run and throw, and he built up his confidence. I think that was the big difference.
Okay, I mean, you can make the case that his confidence was hurt when he lost a job at Tua, but it was a reason why he lost that job at Tua. He was not the quarterback he is today. Well, after his Oklahoma time, he was not. His progressions were different. I mean, he was not a slinger of the ball. Go ahead.
So was that Jalen's fault or was that the coaching fault? Was that Jalen's fault or the coaching fault?
I don't know. I guess I would say coaches, right? I mean, the coaches did not get didn't get out of him what Lincoln Riley did.
Exactly. So you see, even though I said Nick Saban has put a lot of guys in the league or whatever, I'm still going to say Nick Saban failed Jalen. I'm still going to say that.
We agree.
I'm going to call it how I see it.
We agree.
But, okay, you agree that Lincoln Riley failed some of these high school kids that he brought in.
What high school kids did he fail?
Boy, you see what I'm talking about right there? That's what I'm talking about right there. See, I can say Nick Saban failed Jalen. And you can agree with that.
Ask you a question.
But you got kids.
Dog,
this is the ones he failed. He failed Spencer Rattler.
He failed Spencer.
That's one.
But Spencer Rattler got beat by another quarterback that came out of high school.
Okay, that's the same thing that happened to Jalen. But we just said Nick Saban failed him.
But your
same thing happened.
He failed his. But I thought your point was that he failed his high school recruits because he ended up replacing them with transfer. And I'm just saying, in the Spencer Rattler case, he was replaced by another quarterback who came out of high school. So that kind of defeats your argument.
He was replaced and he hurt his confidence. The same thing what happened with Jalen. He got replaced by somebody. I don't care if he was out of high school, whatever. He got this guy out of high school. He took you to a Super Bowl, not Super Bowl, a championship, whatever, and then you pulled him the next year. And it's like then Jalen came back in and helped y'all, I think, win the next championship.
He did.
Like I think he came in and make it.
No, he did.
So
he definitely contributed to the team success. But
he still pulled that man.
But on a personal level, I do not think Jalen Hurts was the quarterback he was. I don't think he was the same quarterback in Alabama he was in Oklahoma. I just think he was a great, I don't say great quarterback, but pretty damn good quarterback. We left Oklahoma, and it was due to Lincoln Riley's development.
Yeah, and we agreed on that. But what about the other 13 guys out of high school that we don't know about? Well, other 13, because we know about Caleb and we know about Rattler.
Right.
Or Rattler. What about the other 13 dudes? What about the other 13 dudes that was highly talented coming out of high school that went to Lincoln Riley and we don't even know their name?
They were beat out by the transfers he developed. But I don't think that this credit that he can't develop high school players because he's shown you with Rattler and Caleb Williams. I know the road you're trying to go down, but I just don't think it's valid.
But see, when it was Nick Saban, you stamped that. Yeah, he hurt his confidence, all that kind of stuff. But when it's Lincoln Riley, because you're trying to sell this boat right here, you standing on this flag. I don't know why you. I don't know. I guess Lincoln Riley send you emails in the morning, say good morning or something. But you trying to defend this guy for whatever reason. Dog, he failed some kids.
Bro, I have no issue with Nick Saban replacing Jalen Hurts with Tua. Tua was the best decision. He was the best QB at that time. And I'm acknowledging a kid. I'm sorry, go ahead.
But you said it hurt Jalen his confidence. It hurt his confidence. So all these other guys that came out, you don't think it hurt their confidence when Lincoln Riley couldn't get them right and he shipped them off and we never heard from them again?
What? Me acknowledging.
So let's just move on, man. They not like everybody got their opinion. We have our opinion. Let's just move on.
But
they defended Lincoln Riley. Before we move on, he got there Barack Obama.
But before we move on, though, I want y'all to see how I could acknowledge everything Boosie was saying. But when I say something about Lincoln Riley and Boosie know it's a fact, it won't even come out of his mouth. He can't even say it.
Tiger, tell me what I've not acknowledged that you said about Lincoln Riley.
It's 13 highly talented high schoolers that went under Lincoln Riley, and we never heard from him again. So is he such a guru like y'all calling him? What happened to them 13 guys?
First of all, I don't know about the 13 other guys, right? I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. But I do know that every starting QB he's had in Oklahoma and USC has performed very, very well. So apparently he's developing and he's picking the best possible choice to be successful. That's all I'm saying.
I got a question for you, man. This is probably the last question I ever asked you, Snaky. If Juju doesn't go to USC, do you still think Lincoln Riley is this quarterback guru? If Juju doesn't end up going to USC, would you still feel the same way regardless?
I think that's more of a recruiting thing. But I think we have to see what happens. Can I
My
finish
bad.
my
I didn't
sentence?
mean to cut you off.
I think
What I'm
I think
saying.
we got to see what happens with Miller Moss, honestly, and
Okay.
see if he can continue his development. But if he does not recruit Juju, I think it definitely looks bad from his recruiting standpoint. But I'm not necessarily sure it hurts his development reputation.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks bad though. I'm agreeing with that. It looks bad because usually, Lincoln is getting his guy. So I'm not arguing that on that point. But I think this guy Miller Moss may be decent.
Yeah, I think Moss is decent, and I almost watched his highlight stuff today of his high school stuff. But I watched the bowl game, and he looked pretty good. But this is one thing about a lot of quarterbacks: when you don't have film on them, it's hard for a defensive coordinator to stop them when you don't have film on them because you don't know their tendencies. Once a defense coordinator can look at a guy and they see what he like to do, now they learn how to stop him.
Yeah, I would say get back to Jerome's point. I mean, he brings a good point about Juju and losing losing his commitment. I think Lincoln Riley may have a tougher time with just recruits in general moving to that Big Ten. I mean, they're gonna have a lot of miles on the airplane, playing in cold weather, things of that nature, which is a totally different setup when they're in the Big 12 and the Pac-12. So I'll be interested to see what happens moving forward with that.
I think he will struggle with recruits in general, but if you're the quarterback guru and you got all these guys, these Heisman's, first round draft picks, there's no way that if you really that guy and you can help this dude get better, that he shouldn't commit to you, man. That's just how I see it.
Yeah, FMJ, you say he's already looking bad, losing recruits on the defensive end. I am not trying to say he's a guru on the defensive end. I am not trying to argue that whatsoever. So this is purely a QB conversation. I think Jerome or somebody put up stats last time of how bad that defense was in Oklahoma. So I waved the white flag on that.
Ain't nobody backstage
at
that Tiger. Ain't nobody trying to get on.
No. I'll drop the link one more time. So do y'all think we got Juju? Y'all think we got him locked up, or do y'all think he's still trying to make up his mind?
I mean, how can you really know what he's doing, man? I haven't seen anything like this before.
Yeah, in my opinion, he's coming to Colorado, man. I can't see why he would go anywhere else, honestly, but I just think he's coming to Colorado. It's the biggest stage in college football. He wants to play on that. And yeah.
But what do you think the point of doing like the kissing the Auburn ball and playing and throwing with the Indiana shirt on? Like what?
They said it was a song attached to his post that tells it all. I didn't get to listen to the song. I might have to go do that right now, but I'm seeing it as a kiss him goodbye, like, farewell.
That's how. Yeah. And it's funny. I went on his page, but I had my phone on silent when I watched it, so I didn't even hear the music. But and we got Junior Boxing come to the stage, or JR Boxing, however you want to say it. What's going on?
What's going on, top fellas?
How you doing, sir?
Nothing much, gentlemen. Nothing much.
Hey, what's on your mind,
man?
I don't want to beat a dead horse about the Juju thing, so I'm just moving on. Agree to disagree with the Lincoln Riley and all of that stuff.
No, go ahead and say what you want to. I mean, hey, we open it up for y'all. Go ahead.
Okay. What I will say about Lincoln Riley, I think we kind of comparing apples and oranges when you say a QB coach compared to a offensive coordinator, because typically, your offensive coordinator is not necessarily your QB coach. So when you're using the young man that's helping Shedeur, that's the QB coach, not offensive coordinator. He's QB coach. So it's gonna, adjust mechanics and throwing motions and certain things like that. A QB trainer, right? And
Yes,
then your
sir.
offensive coordinator is more so just dialed in. I'm not gonna explain the offensive coordinator because we talking ball. Everybody know what that is. So when you're comparing Lincoln Riley to Shedeur's QB coach or QB trainer, and you're saying that, well, Lincoln Riley doesn't develop QBs and things like that. Well, it's not necessarily his job to develop QBs. His job is to put the quarterback and utilize their attributes to win football games. So, yeah, he's going to recruit, he's going to continuously recruit high profile quarterbacks because you do not have to put a lot of training into those quarterbacks. Most of them come to you with their own QB trainers. They're already working with QB trainers all throughout their high school years. So once they get to college, sure, you're going to learn how to better read coverages and how to better utilize your attributes that you came to college with. But the day-to-day of QB mechanics and stuff like that, that's not Lincoln Riley's like forte. His forte is let me install an offense that's going to highlight your attributes. So
Oh my gosh, that's exactly what we've
So
been saying this whole time, man. Like
yeah, I
I'm
that's
glad,
what
mean,
these guys.
you signed me on that,
I,
wrong, because it's like when he gets a guy that can fit his system, he can take off with it. But he really don't know how to pick guys. That's why he keep having more success with these transfers because he can see them on a college level, and he said, "Okay, I can make my magic work with this guy." My man out of high school, I misjudged him.
no, because because I find it hard to believe that you take a guy like Baker Mayfield, right? That was at
Mm-hmm.
Texas Tech. He was what, second or third on the depth chart. He transfers out of Texas Tech, and then he gets to OU, and we're talking about a quarterback with small hands, mediocre arm strength, and he lacks height. And you make him a number one quarterback. It's not because Lincoln Riley developed him into being a great quarterback. Well, he just put him into a system that it's a wide open system. It's an air raid system. You're making easy
And
reads, throw the ball, hit the open receiver. And so,
yeah, and when you got a mobile guy that can move the pocket, now you make the defense have to move, and you have lanes. He know the lanes. That's why most of his quarterbacks that I can think of that have succeeded with him are mobile guys.
yep.
What's your name?
And then
Junior boxing. Is that what you go by? What's your name? That's what you go by.
JR Boxing. JR
JR
Boxing from
boxing, man.
around,
So
the YouTube streets.
okay. Oh, you got a channel? You got a channel or something?
No. I don't
Oh,
have a
okay.
channel or anything like that,
Okay.
but I'll be on a few platforms here and there.
Okay, for sure. Now, I like what you came up here and said, man. It's the same thing that myself, Big Tiger, been saying for the past couple of days. When I say something like that, I got the worst takes in the world. I'm making myself look bad. I don't know what I'm talking about. But you said it, man, and I feel like the people go listen to you, man, and respect you. But that's all we've been trying to say, man.
No, I
One,
think he's wrong. By the way, I let him talk, but I think he's wrong.
Go
were
ahead.
you real quiet over there, Snake Boosie?
Yeah,
One,
look. Hey, hold on. I want him and Boosie to go back and forth. Boosie, tell him why he wrong, Boosie.
I think I stated that for the last 15 minutes. We got the same argument that you and Jerome has, and I think he's wrong. So I'm not gonna keep rehashing the same thing over and over. But yeah, your point is your point, man.
Yeah, that's why I say, man, definitely you agree to disagree on things. I mean, I do agree with you on the Jalen Hurts aspect. Like Jalen Hurts, we didn't know what Jalen Hurts throwing mechanics looked like at the University of Alabama because he didn't have a chance to utilize that. But what I can tell you about Jalen Hurts is that he utilized the QB trainer Jordan Palmer during his transfer time. He got to Oklahoma, which is a wide open air raid offense, and he put himself into a second round draft pick. Now, if Jalen Hurts would have stayed at Alabama and went on the same trajectory with Nick Saban and not got with Jordan Palmer and all that stuff, there's no way Jalen Hurts would be drafted second round. because he didn't utilize Nick Saban offense wasn't catered around Jalen Hurts to throw the ball. It was catered around Jalen Hurts to do read option and run the ball. So
Yeah, so if Juju go to USC, he's gonna have to do some read option.
yeah, I mean, if you look, I'm a CU fan, but if you ask me if Juju was my son, I would send him to USC and Lincoln Riley solely due to the fact of you look at the resume of quarterbacks selected over the last 7, 8, draft cycles.
There we
Lincoln
go.
Riley, his
But
quarterbacks are sprinkled
Bring
all
it
throughout
home.
-- picks.
but
So
Hey, thank you, brother.
I will
Thank you.
say that. But
let's back this up. Let's back this up and let's pay attention. Look at the kind of guys. Kyler Murray, he's a runner. Hurts was a runner. Baker, he wanted to be a runner. He realized in the NFL,
Dual threat. Dual threat.
yeah, dual threat.
Yeah. And what's the guy? This Williams. He's a dual threat runner. They like to use their legs, right? Have we seen Juju be a runner?
I think you mean dual threat.
Let's talk about it.
No, he's not a dual threat, and that's why he's coming to Colorado, man. He don't fit Lincoln Riley's system, dog. That's why he will not be going to SC.
Have you? Okay.
Yeah, to me, I don't believe you have to truly be a dual threat to fill in Lincoln Riley's system. I mean, because Spencer Rattler was not a dual threat.
Spencer Rattler was definitely a dual threat. I watched Spencer Rattler play
No, I wouldn't call.
and he
I
rushed
wouldn't
for
call
120
Spencer
some yards in
Rattler.
the game.
You say Spencer Rattler was a dual threat?
I wouldn't call Spencer Rattler a dual threat. I would call Spencer Rattler in the same type of mode of Juju. The same type of mode. Athletic enough to get out of the pocket. So
Right.
and Lincoln Riley's offense, everything's wide open. Easy read, get the ball down the field, and you're gonna put up video game like numbers throughout the season. So
but hey, look, let's look at it. Let's look at it. I'm glad I love it what you said. Juju and Rattler was almost the same kind of guy.
Yeah.
And did it work out for him with Lane Kiffin? I mean, not Lane, with Lincoln Riley. Did it work out for him with Lincoln Riley?
No,
it did not.
Yeah, it did. I would say as being a Prime fan, I believe the only thing that CU can offer Juju is, hey, you're gonna come in and you definitely gonna have that opportunity to compete, or pretty much the keys being handed over, for that starting position. So the wait time is shorter. You can get on the field quicker at CU. The thing, if I'm CU and I'm recruiting, continuously recruiting Juju, I would be saying to Juju, look, you go to USC, Lincoln Riley, he gonna recruit over you, because that's proven. Lincoln Riley will continuously pull elite quarterbacks every year. He's going to get some type of high-profile quarterback interested in the university that he's coaching, just due to the fact that you're putting guys in the league.
Greg, can I just ask Tiger though? You said that Spencer Rattler didn't work with Lincoln Riley. Can you tell me how?
Because he transferred out, dog. So
because he lost his starting job.
So it didn't work. So it didn't work. Okay, so let's say this right here. Let's say Juju goes to USC, right? And he plays, he does pretty decent. They ain't gonna win a championship. So let's say he go 10-2 the same way, right? And then what's my man that's going to LSU? What's the big time quarterback?
Underwood.
Yeah, let's say Underwood hit the portal and Lincoln Riley brings in Underwood. Who's more Lincoln Riley kind of guy? Underwood or Juju?
But you're not making a lot of sense, Tiger. Your whole fear for Juju coming is saying that Lincoln Riley may get a better guy in. This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. He likes runners more. If you look at his history, he liked guys that like to run. He likes guys like to throw.
No,
Like guys like the three.
Kyler Murray run. You see how many
Kyler Murray
rushing yards?
Kyler Murray threw
So,
too.
dog, but he likes to run. The dude almost had like 3,000 yards rushing in high school. Jalen Hurts likes to run.
All right.
So what? Like I'm talking about dudes that like to run that had great success in his offense.
So Caleb Williams is this big runner to you?
Yes, if you look at Caleb, if you go on YouTube, you can see a highlight with Caleb Williams and Justin Fields. Justin Fields and Caleb Williams almost got the same amount of rushes. Like when it comes to big 50-yard runs, all that kind of stuff. He's not as good as Justin when it comes to running, but he still got a bunch of runs. It's almost like you're watching the same guy.
Okay.
Factory Q begging for us to move on.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
We go
Apples
switch it up
again, apples and oranges, because Baker Mayfield was not known as a dual threat guy, and that was his first Heisman.
Agreed.
Hey, so
QB.
hold on,
I'm with you, bro.
JR Boxing. I will ask you, JR Boxing, real quick.
What's up?
You say, would you consider Lincoln Riley a quarterback guru? Just a yes or no question.
No,
But
not a quarterback guru.
Because that's not his. Okay, but that's not his job.
I would say a very great offensive mind. Quarterback guru,
correct.
That's a stretch.
All right.
But offensive mind,
that's a stretch with that resume.
I've been giving him credit the whole time. I said Lincoln Riley has a flawless college football offensive system that he runs, and if he gets the right guy to run it, they are going to exceed. I've said that. I've never taken that from him at all. But quarterback guru, them dudes come ready already, man.
Okay.
Quarterback guru. That's kind of hard to I would say put a specific stamp on, because what are you measuring? Are you measuring? Did he improve accuracy? Did he improve arm stretch? Did he improve? That's hard to measure.
Let's do this though. Let's do this.
You can look at percentages, but typically Lincoln Riley's quarterbacks, their percentages are going to be the same because the offense is wide open.
Let's do this. Let's ask Jerome a question. Let's just ask Jerome a question. Jerome, who is a quarterback guru?
To me, I don't know any.
I can't hear you. Your phone. Your phone went out.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Who? So it's a question for the chat. Who is the quarterback guru to Jerome?
Yeah. To me, I don't know any quarterback gurus, and that's what I'm saying, because these guys that you guys are claiming to be gurus are head coaches who coaching the quarterback isn't even their job. So they can't be a quarterback guru where they don't even spend time coaching the quarterback and helping them develop and training them on mechanics and things of that sort. Now, they could have a flawless system like Lincoln Riley that fits his quarterbacks, and a lot of coaches do that. But as far as quarterback guru, I can't tell you any quarterback gurus because the top guys aren't even responsible for coaching the quarterbacks.
Okay.
So but aside from Lincoln Riley, do you know another quarterback guru? I want to know.
No, I asked you the question because you said he was not.
I don't. I said I don't know. So I'm asking you, do you know any other quarterback gurus aside from Lincoln Riley?
I know Lincoln Riley.
But you know he's a quarterback guru because these guys went first round, they won some Heisman's, right? That's the only reason why. His
track record speaks for itself. But his track record speaks for itself. I can name a guru, but I just want to put on record, you can't name one.
No, I don't. I don't know any quarterback gurus. I don't.
Tiger, can you name one?
I told you mine.
No, in college.
QB Schlett. He in college. He worked with Shedeur.
No, bro. No. Come on. I'm not talking about a trainer, man. I'm talking about an actual coach.
Guru.
I'm talking about a coach.
Hey, we'll say Nick Saban. Guru. There we go.
Nick Saban.
Dabo Sweeney, guru. Like,
the
same game. He got Trevor Lawrence and Deshaun Watson. Like, if y'all really want to play the Lincoln Riley game, you can name a bunch of coaches. That's why I'm saying he's not a guru, because it's a lot of coaches who you can name who put top quarterbacks in the league. I'm talking first overall picks.
Okay.
Yeah, and you can kind of say Nick Spurrier if you want to go back there, and you can kind of say the coach for Ohio.
Oh,
because he put a lot of quarterbacks in the league.
Okay. All right.
And he was actually the offensive coordinator, and now he moved up to the head coach. So that might be the guy.
Yeah,
There we
I
go.
don't know.
If I let this
I
big
think
head, bro, this big head get to thinking, I can pull some stuff out of it. But hey, Chris, go ahead, Chris. What you got, man?
Oh, nothing, man. What's up, pal? I just had to cuss them folks out, man, and get off. That's all.
What's on your mind, man?
Nah, man. I just like I said, I had to cuss them folks out and get off, man. They called me out my name, so I feel like I need to do the same and move on.
Well, go ahead. Don't be too hard on them, but go ahead.
Nah, man. You know, it wasn't nothing like that. It was just the fact that they were downplaying, a specific channel, and all I said was, y'all gonna talk about a man because he's trying to build his YouTube channel up. And from there, they called me all kind of hoes. So I had to cuss them out and get off.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah. You got to stay out of them places right there, man. That's how people get stabbed, man. Stay out of them places.
You know.
Hey, what's going on, Red?
I said wrong.
What's up, man?
But anyway, man, I just had to come over and vent.
How's everybody doing? What's
Man,
happening?
Are you real loud, Rand? You loud, like you on
right.
walkie talking.
All right, hold on a second. Let me.
But anyway, man, y'all have a blessed night. I just had to get that off my chest.
All right, man. Hey, come back anytime.
Indeed.
And y'all, the reason why I'm saying this about Lincoln Riley and the quarterbacks, when I'm coming up with this number 15, he's recruited every year. Sometimes they bring in 2-3 quarterbacks. They bring in guys every year. Y'all know this. Look how many quarterbacks Georgia got on their roster. If y'all look at some of these rosters, they got like 8 quarterbacks on their roster. So he's hand-picking these guys. Hand-picking them. And a lot of them ain't panning out. So this is what I'm trying to understand. We want to focus on the transfers, but what about the guys he hand-picked?
Yeah, I know. I was definitely confused on that because I'm like, man, 15, like, man, that's a lot. But I'm thinking like 15 starters. I'm like, there's no way he started 15 guys. But okay, now that you explain it, he's recruited 15 guys since he's been a head coach, things like that. All right, that makes sense. You added more context behind it now, but initially you was just throwing out 15, and I was like, man, he only been coaching like a head coach for like less than 10 years. I don't know how he started 15 guys, but it makes sense now.
Yeah. When I was saying it earlier, I was saying the guys he actually went to their house, sat down on the couch, talked to their parents, like, I got your son. We gonna do right by him.
Yeah.
So a lot of them dudes, we don't even know who they are.
Yeah. I would, again, like I said, if I'm anybody on the CU staff or part of recruiting, if I'm Coach Prime, that is what I'm using against USC. He will recruit over you. Now, Colorado, definitely will do the same, but hey, you'll be able to get on the field first here. Like you got every opportunity to get on the field and do what you need to do. But I mean, if Lincoln Riley knock on your door and you an elite quarterback across the country in high school, you listen because of, the offense is wide open for you. The Heisman speak for themselves. The numbers speak for themselves. The amount of touchdowns speak for themselves. So, fun. He's going to recruit offense. You ain't got to worry about that.
Almost sound like a guru. But go ahead. Keep thinking,
like I said, to me, the reason why I don't say guru is because college football is so watered down. Like back in those Steve Spurrier days, you could definitely see the influence that Steve Spurrier had on the Jesse Palmers and the Chris Leaks of the world. But now with all of these George Whitfield type of guys and the QB Select type of guys, a lot of these high school kids, like they're getting trainers now. Like I just paid for my little brother out in California to get, a basketball trainer, and he's working with him. Not saying that his coach is not teaching him anything, but he's learning more from his trainer than he's, getting to perfect with his coach, because the coach is only going to have so much time with you. The trainer can have unlimited time with you. So
Sound like to me like you saying them boys come ready to play already.
A lot of the elite, the quarterbacks that go to these elite 11 camps, man, some of them coming ready made, man. Dylan Raiola, he going to Nebraska ready made. Like there's not
So
going to be much tutelage that they need to do outside of just protect them. Hey, this is how you need to read the offense. This is how you need to manipulate a defense. Things like that. But the arm strength, all of that things that are developed in a program in a weight room. But a lot of them already come with that, that cachet behind them. That's why they are top guys.
Yeah, I got
So
one more question for you. You said the air raid offense that Riley runs. Do you know another coach that runs that offense that you can think of off the top of your head?
Mike Leach before he passed away, God rest the dead.
Okay.
Well, what's his name? What's the guy? He was the Cardinals coach. He had Kyler
Kingsbury.
Murray. Yeah, Cliff Kingsbury is one of those guys.
Yeah.
Who else? Anybody currently? I'm sure there's probably a current coach that I'm not thinking of, but off the top, the Cliff Kingsbury, the Lincoln Riley, Mike Leach, whoever fell under that tree, a lot of them still running that air raid type of stuff.
Yeah. Do you that's a quarterback friendly offense. So it's almost
Absolutely. Yeah,
impossible
absolutely.
not to get good numbers in that offense. Okay.
come on, that's hilarious. Okay, I'm gonna let you go tonight, Jerome. That's funny.
No. My last question is: do you think those guys like
man.
Jalen Hurts, Kyler Murray, Caleb Williams? I won't mention Baker Mayfield. I'm giving Lincoln Riley that, but even Baker Mayfield could be thrown in there. Do you think those guys would have been successful had they not met Lincoln Riley and maybe got in another air raid offense? Do you think they still would have been successful?
Well, Jalen Hurts was successful at Alabama, but the offensive, structure was completely different. He
Yeah, it was
relied on
different.
his athleticism to be, a winner in that program. Uh, I believe if you put Jalen Hurts at Oklahoma his freshman year, he would not have been as coveted as a QB coming out in a draft, or coveted as a QB. Lincoln Riley didn't recruit him while he was at Oklahoma starting off, or Bob Stoops didn't recruit him or anything like that, because he wasn't known as a passing quarterback. He was
Yeah.
known as a dual threat, but he didn't have a high usage rate when it came to passing yards in high school. It was more on his feet. But if you take somebody like Tua and you put him in Lincoln Riley's offense, he came out as a passer. So he'll be more adapt to, be successful in a program like that. So it just depends on the quarterback that you put in the system for sure.
So, how many guys has Lane Kiffin put in the league?
Lane Kiffin. Let's see. Lane Kiffin had a hand in development with Tua. He was there with Tua's freshman, sophomore year, I think. If I'm thinking.
Yeah, the real quarterback guru is Ryan Day, man, but he don't be getting no love
Yep.
like that.
Ryan Day, Lane Kiffin.
I gave the opportunity to tell us. You said you couldn't think of none.
Yeah, I couldn't. I had to think. I said, where did CJ and Justin come from? But yeah, go ahead. You said Lane Kiffin. I don't know about Lane Kiffin.
Yeah, I
So,
don't know.
hey, Boosie, this question for you: what pure passer, like pocket passer, not a mobile guy, they have Lincoln Riley develop?
You were not non-dual threat. That's what you're saying? Non-dual threat at all?
Like a Matt Jones, a guy
like I can't think of any off the top of my head.
Yeah, I can't think of any off the top.
So no Kurt Warner.
But I think Caleb could do it. I think Caleb definitely could sit back in the pocket all day and do well. But why close yourself off if you have the talent?
The reason why I'm saying that because when you watch Juju's highlight tape, he's not a runner like that, and that's what Sean Lewis just tried to do to Shedeur last year. He tried to turn Shedeur into a runner instead of letting him be a passer.
I wouldn't even put him and Sean Lewis in the same boat, man.
Fucking Sean Lewis, man.
Yeah, I think Lincoln Riley is
I hate that guy.
intelligent coach, man, and he will put him in a position to succeed.
Well, and that's why I asked you that question. What pocket passer has he put in a position to succeed?
I think, like I said, I think Caleb Williams could be a pure pocket passer and succeed.
I can show you him running. He was super athletic.
Yeah, but why? Yeah, but why would you hold him from doing that if he can do both?
No, okay, Juju's dad said he was playing defense at first, but they realized he wasn't the fastest kid, so they moved him over to offense.
Mm-hmm.
Caleb Williams is a freak athlete. He can do a lot of stuff.
Oh,
so that's what I'm saying.
Okay, all right, I got you, man.
So I'm trying to see what other pocket passers, because if we look at the well-being of Juju, and he's a pocket passer, if Lincoln Riley really hasn't put a pocket passer in the league, is that really the best place for him to go?
So Tiger, Juju's dad, he loves Lincoln Riley, right? He talks about he even mentioned that he's a guru, and he's great at developing quarterbacks, his resume, et cetera, et cetera. You don't think he's thought this through? Why is he not having the issue, but you have an issue?
Maybe and maybe not, because we're just looking at it as he's a quarterback guru, because that's what everybody's saying. Everybody's saying he's a guru, but when we really look at it, he's only developing guys that are runners. He's really not doing pocket passers, because I just asked you to name me a pocket passer, and you can't name me one.
I think many of the quarterbacks could stand in the pocket and be good, really good quarterbacks.
We're not talking about who can. We're saying who has he developed.
But why would you cut that part of your game off if you're successful in it?
Because Juju is not a runner; he's a pocket passer.
Okay.
And I think, to answer your question, his dad has thought about it, and that's why his recruiting is still open, because he has thought long and hard about that. He realizes that might not be the best place for his son, man. If that was the best place and it was the let's lock it in, it would be that. It wouldn't be all this extra shenanigans going on. Like there obviously is, the signs are showing panic, man, or if not panic, uncertainty. There's something going to where it's like maybe SC isn't the best place for us. Like,
yeah. So
go ahead.
So Juju's dad hit the panic button because he just all of a sudden realized that, man, even though his last quarterback ended up becoming first overall in the NFL draft, there's panic here. And all of a sudden hit the panic button and say, oh, maybe he cannot develop my quarterback son who's great coming out of college because he's not a dual.
No, that's not what I'm saying. The panic.
Hey, can I say something?
Several different reasons. It could be for the conference. It could be for.
That's a different conversation.
No, but I'm just saying a panic button has been hit, and we don't know why it's been hit, but it has definitely been hit.
Yeah.
Okay. If you have a conversation about, hey, you're going to the Big Ten, I hear you. I think that's a different conversation. I even brought that up as a point. But to have a panic on Lincoln Riley's ability to develop great quarterbacks and execute at their job, I don't see that. That just sounds absurd to me personally. Rand, you had a point though. Rand, you had a point.
My man says, "Hey, I'm gonna let you go, Rand. Right up there. Right. My man says Lincoln Riley is a used car salesman." Go ahead,
Rand. Come on,
so disrespectful, man.
Lincoln Riley ain't a bad guy.
That's so disrespectful.
What he's saying is, guys that didn't do well in another program, and he's fixed them up, and he got them right and sold them. So that's what he's saying. That's
y'all so disrespectful, bro. I'm sorry.
Crazy.
Okay. Go ahead, though, Rand.
Okay, all right, look. I believe, and this is just me, is just my opinion, right? That they've convinced Juju that he's another Shedeur, right? If you really look at the two, they're very similar. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They're both like they both really know the game. They know the position. You know, Juju was able to look at Shedeur's numbers and say, I can definitely do that with the players that's going to come with me. Boom, boom, boom. Right. And I think from like the last couple weeks, he likes that camera too. You know what I mean? And that's why I think if it was up to him, he would definitely go to Colorado, but I think his team wants him with Riley.
Yeah.
Well, his dad won with Coach Prime, so that's part of his team.
Okay.
I think that agent guy might want him with Riley.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, what has Riley's quarterbacks done? I mean, the Heisman, okay. Johnny Manziel won the Heisman, and he ain't do nothing in the NFL. Tim Tebow won the Heisman. Tim Tebow won the Heisman. I'm just saying, because my question, when I ask this question, you're going to say they won the Heisman. So what has Lincoln Riley's quarterbacks won in college? I'm talking about at the team level. And what have they won in the pros at the team level? The answer, I'll answer for you. It's nothing. They haven't won anything at the college level or at the NFL level.
Yeah, Boost, where they won?
That's crazy. We sitting up here defending Lincoln Riley, but
I know. I mean, honestly, the conversation getting so crazy. I'm gonna tap out, man. I'm gonna tap out because it's just crazy.
You don't have no answers. You don't have the answers.
Going back over the Rawhide panel, man. That's where you belong for real.
I've never been on a Rawhide panel in my life. That's you. You go on Rawhide panel and keep getting cooked. That's you.
I like getting cooked.
Why you gonna put it on me, Jerome? That's you keep getting cooked on that panel every time.
Why are you tapping out, Boosie, when we got people up here who understand?
I'm tapping out because it's
really going on.
I'm tapping out, bro.
But it really relates to Lincoln Riley. He doesn't
even
coach the quarterbacks, bro.
I'm tapping out. You know Lincoln Riley came up as a QB coach, right?
Correct, but do you think he coaches his QBs now, or does USC have?
Oh man, okay. That's you being silly now.
Does USC
I'm not. Listen, Jerome, I'm gonna tap out because you're going around in circles, and it's such an absurd argument that you're saying that Lincoln Riley isn't a good coach to QBs. He isn't a developer. It's absurd at this point, man. But I'm gonna tap out. If you think you cook me. Go ahead, bro. But I think it sounds crazy.
Anything. I never said.
He didn't say nothing about cooking you. We just want to know what had won besides Heisman trophies.
I'm tapping out this conversation, bro, because y'all be disrespectful to Lincoln Riley.
That's crazy for y'all to say. What have they won besides Heisman Trophy? I mean, the only other thing you can win outside of that is a national championship. So I think to win a Heisman Trophy as a quarterback, that's just pretty elite. You know, that's elite company, man. But
you can win conference titles. You can win bowl games. You can win Super Bowls. It's a lot of stuff you can do.
Yeah, but I mean, football is the ultimate team sport. Now, if this was basketball and you're a one-man band and you can get it done, but I mean, football is the ultimate team sport. You can have an amazing offense but have a terrible defense. You know, so Shedeur threw for almost 3,500 yards last year, but the defense was terrible. So I mean, what did that get Shedeur? They got Shedeur a 4-8 record.
Hey Tiger, I just ask you, you could just take the picture down so people can see who's talking. So I want them to see who's making these points. I don't want to get confused. All right, thank you.
Hey,
man.
Hold on. Look like we got Rawhide and his crew in the panel, man. What's up with y'all
Y'all
boys? Y'all come on, hop up here, man.
But what I will say that I'm not trying to defend Lincoln Riley, but he's hell of a coach, man, hell of an offensive mind.
He ain't a quarterback guru, right?
He takes the talent. He takes the talent that he recruits, and he wins with them, and he gets them into the draft. So again, if I'm a part of Juju's camp, hey, if we're trying to get to the NFL if we're looking for a clear pathway to get to the NFL, that's the clearest it's gonna get, young man. But
So,
with all the
well, hold
other
on.
things that come with it, you know, if we're going
Hold
to
on,
see
hold
you
on.
and things like that, what you got?
Hold on. So you say they win. You understand his bowl record is 2-6, right?
Bowl
Have you?
record. I
Oh my God,
understand
Tiger!
bowl
And
record,
hold
but
on.
I'm talking about overall record. Caleb
And let me say
Caleb
right here.
Williams left college with a winning percentage higher than 500
For what he did in the
with
bowl.
OU and USC. So
Tiger,
even
you
though they
got
went
you got to hurt the
7-5
credibility of your
last
channel,
year,
bro.
What did he do against Tulane? What did he do against Tulane?
Bro, why are you?
Oh, come on,
Come
man.
on, Tiger, you hurt the credibility of your show, bro. Out of all the
I don't know. What did he do against Tulane?
hey
He probably
Tiger,
threw for like 400 yards or something like
Tiger,
that. But the
out of all the
defense couldn't
guys to
stop a
attack,
cold.
Tiger, out
And
of all the
hold on,
guys to attack, you choose Lincoln Riley.
I know,
Bro,
right?
Lincoln Riley ain't y'all acting like Lincoln Riley is a Nick Saban or a Dabo.
We're
Lincoln Riley ain't nobody, man.
I mean,
Of
he's a
all the
good
guys
coach.
to
we're talking
attack,
about cute.
you
We're talking about
choose Lincoln
offensive
Riley.
coach.
Man, Lincoln Riley ain't shit in college football, bro.
hold
He ain't one of the big dogs
He's a
at
good
all. He ain't never
offensive
won
coach.
nothing.
That's all
on.
he
Can we
is.
say?
He's a good offensive coach.
Hey,
But
can
you
we
Yes.
say
know,
this
He
right
ain't
here?
never won a single thing in college football, bro.
Hey,
He is not
can
one of
we
them
say this
guys.
right here? At Oklahoma
Oh my
and
God.
USC, he had an amazing budget. He had all the resources. He had
Oh.
school.
Oh man.
Oh my gosh. Hey man, hey,
Oh,
listen, Tiger.
no. Oh,
Where's Jerome done to you, man?
we got to finish it. And not in the top two conferences. He's been in the bottom conference. He's been in the power conferences, but he's been in the lower ones. So he's not even in the with all the resources, and he still can't get it done.
Oh my
and he
gosh.
doesn't stay anywhere long enough to build anything. Like I
They're
wouldn't
gonna run
I wouldn't even trust a coach like that.
Hey, Rand.
Wait a minute.
Hold on.
He was at Oklahoma for what? 4
I know.
years?
What's Rand? What
4
you talking
years?
about, bro?
What?
That
He
ain't
was
no
there for a
nothing.
while now.
He was at Oklahoma for 5 years, bro.
Yeah, I'm like,
How
come
long?
on now.
Oh wait, hold on. How long was he at Oklahoma?
5
Was he the
I
head
years.
think like
coach?
four
No.
4 years.
And he
No,
won
5
one.
years. 5 years.
And he won one bowl game.
Oh my. Okay.
Oh man.
All the resources, with
Hey,
all these great
Juju
quarterbacks.
Watkins,
What's
you
going on?
It seemed like to me
backpedaling.
he's like
You
always on the
backpedaling
move.
now. When you first came
What's
up here, you
going
were saying,
on, baby? What's going
Did
on?
he was there for five?
Oh,
He was there for 5 years, right? Did he? I believe he won his last 2 bowl games at Oklahoma.
But you
No,
can't
he's only won. No, he's only won two bowl games.
Nah, bro. I think he won. He won the bowl game versus Oregon.
Oh, he's only won two bowl games.
Look, hey,
He's
can
2-6.
in 2021 did Lincoln Riley not win a bowl game?
He 2-6.
man,
He won one at USC and he won one over there.
I don't know. I
I
mean,
could swear he
to
won
me, at
2.
this point, to me, the goalpost is about 60 yards away at this point.
Yeah, no, they keep.
I mean, the QB situation is what the QB situation is. He getting quarterbacks to the league. So
yeah.
and so is Dabo Sweeney. So is Nick Saban. So is
yeah,
everybody getting quarterbacks to the league, dog. So that ain't saying nothing. Everybody's getting quarterbacks to the league.
no, everybody not
Everybody's
getting
getting
number one
quarterbacks to the league.
quarterbacks to the league though.
Yes, they are. Those coaches I just named are getting number one quarterbacks to the league, dog. Are they quarterback gurus too? Hell no, they not.
What quarterback has Ryan Day got to the league at number one? I mean, I'm a Houston Texas fan. CJ Stroud went number two.
And Jalen Hurts went goddamn in the second round. So what is we talking about, bro? You act like all
But
the Lincoln
Jalen
Riley's
Hurts went
quarterbacks
from
He
first
went from
round.
Oklahoma.
You
he
act like
went
all
from
of Lincoln Riley's
potentially
no. What I'm saying
a day 3 pick to
to a day two.
a day 2 pick.
Oh, okay.
You
But all
know
I'm saying is
that's a
all of
big
Lincoln
jump, man.
Riley's quarterbacks aren't going one. Ryan Day just had a quarterback that went number 2 years ago. Dabo
I'm
Sweeney
not
has
trying to make a
two.
case for Lincoln
Dabo
Riley, but
Sweeney has two
he got
number
a
one draft
formula.
picks.
It worked.
Dabo Sweeney has 2 of them.
Am I going to say Lincoln Riley is solely responsible for the development of all his QBs? No, because Coach Prime not solely responsible for the development of Shedeur.
And that's
Obviously,
all
there's
we.
a
That's
team
all
of
we trying
people
to say, man. That's all
putting,
we've been trying
putting
to
stuff
say.
around him. But,
That's
Lincoln
all.
Riley, good offensive coach. I'll give him that.
That's all we've been
He
trying to
don't care
say.
about defense. He care about offense. That's Lincoln Riley's MO.
Yeah,
That's
And
that's his expertise.
that's
Yeah.
all we've been trying to say.
the reason why I brought this stuff up, y'all, like I say, I think about stuff deeply. I think about stuff, and it's just like the upside for Juju if he go to Colorado is way bigger than if he go to USC. Way bigger. Like we honestly thinking like Lincoln Riley might get ran out of town. He was about to get ran out of town
Yeah, I mean,
in Oklahoma.
I can
Who?
understand that. I don't think he was going to get ran out of town
Yeah,
at
you
Oklahoma,
just made that up,
though.
Tiger. You just be
No,
making that stuff up.
I don't think
one
he was
bowl
going to
game.
get ran out of town.
You just made that
He
up,
had
bro.
one bowl game.
Okay.
So if you can't win at a blue blood program, hey, they gonna get tired of it after a while, bro. They're gonna get tired of that.
Okay. So so he ran to USC
No,
with
USC gave him
more
a
money.
bad
With
Soft
more
place
money.
to land, huh?
He ran to LA with more money. I got you, Tiger.
and see they like Heisman. So if Juju want to go and just try to win a Heisman, yeah, USC is the school. But if you're trying to go and actually win championships, and you're trying to,
Whoa. You got to put Heisman and drafted. You got those two go together now.
but
And your
how
Heisman
many?
get drafted.
But how many high school guys have he got drafted? Only one.
Who? Say that
And
statement
all,
again.
and all their guys was mobile. Juju is a pocket passer, so he really hasn't got not one pocket passer drafted yet.
So you don't think Juju can move? I mean, I feel like the goalpost is just moving so much at this point.
His dad said
First,
Juju is
next
the
you're gonna say
fastest
he doesn't like warm weather or something.
So his dad said Juju wasn't the fastest kid. His dad said that.
His dad
So why are you trying to make dudes run when we trying to get dudes to stay in the pocket? That's what we've been trying to do for a long time. Get dudes to stay in the pocket and use their arm and beat teams with their arm. Now you're trying to make it run.
Yeah.
What we doing?
Has Juju's dad spoken positively of Lincoln Riley and his development skills, Tiger?
Yes, he has.
So what's your point? Like he's spoken all positive.
Boosie, you see how I answer your question so easy, so effortlessly. But you see how
I give you good, clear questions.
Okay, here goes good, clear. Why, when he was at Oklahoma, he had all those resources. Why couldn't he win bowl games?
He didn't have a defense.
Yeah, but he won. He did win a bowl game. The verdict is still out. I swear I think he won in 2021. I thought he won like the Alamo.
Do y'all know
he didn't answer my question? Y'all see how he didn't answer my question?
But he did win. He did win bowl games. He did win a bowl game.
One.
Okay.
Hey,
all right.
Y'all know who Max Duggan is or Stetson Bennett? Y'all know them quarterbacks?
Yeah.
How were they like ballers, top tier quarterbacks? What in y'all opinion? What were those guys?
No. Average college quarterbacks.
Do you know those guys were Heisman Trophy finalists the year that Caleb Williams won it?
Yeah, but it's a team effort.
Hold on. Do you know that those guys were Heisman Trophy finalists? Those guys
too much
team effort, man.
Those guys that are average quarterbacks.
Making too much sense.
The guys you just said were average quarterbacks, were Heisman Trophy finalists, right? So y'all keep hanging on this Heisman Trophy and saying, "Oh, he gonna get you to do that, and he gonna get you to do this." 50% of the time, the Heisman Trophy winner is a bust, dog. Y'all are acting like just because you win the Heisman Trophy, you that guy. Normally, the Heisman Trophy winner is on the best team or the best offensive system in college football.
Jaden Daniels had the best.
James Daniels wasn't the best quarterback, but he won the Heisman He damn sure wasn't the best quarterback. No, not even close. He wasn't even
the best quarterback last year?
No, he wasn't even the second best quarterback last year.
Hey, Jerome, can I just ask you a quick question though? Jerome, can I ask you this? I'll pass it on. Do you come on here with the intent of going viral when you say things like this?
How are we gonna go viral, bro? There's 115 people watching, bro. How are we gonna go viral?
I'm just curious. Okay,
like, come on, Boosie. You just asked a dumb question. Jalen
Daniels
is not the best quarterback. If he was the best, he would have went number one. I think there's at least two more guys that are better than him.
So you thought the guy that Lincoln Riley developed was better? Okay.
Yeah, Caleb Williams was better.
Okay.
Oh man.
Okay.
Caleb and Penix was better.
Exactly. Penix is definitely better than Daniels, in my opinion, bro. That's why I'm saying all right, we're going to see when they get in the league. They both there now, so we'll find out.
Man, I don't know, man.
Anyways, y'all go ahead and get back to cooking, man, and hug and Lincoln Riley's nuts tonight. This shit is out of fucking control, man.
Yeah, bro.
Oh, man.
Boosie, let me know if they salty, bro. Let me know if they salty, bro, because you've been, God,
Jeez Louise.
Man, I'm glad. Listen, I'm glad you and Jerome got each other, man. Big Tiger and Little Tiger. I'm glad y'all got each other. if y'all didn't have each other, man, I don't know where y'all gonna go.
Man,
hey, Little Tiger. Hey, Little Tiger.
Figure you out. You do what you say. Hey,
Little
fit in with the crowd.
Hey, Little Tiger. Relax, Little Tiger.
Man, camouflage it. Everybody chat. They done figured you out, bro. Your factory Q put us up on game with you.
Okay, all right, Little Tiger. Go to sleep now, man.
Little Tiger.
Bedtime.
You see what they the chat. You just read the screen. You see what they say in the chat.
Nah, man. Hey, man, Boosie making some valid points, man. Y'all.
I know. They just took. I know, bro. And everybody can say the same thing. The Big Tiger and Little Tiger sounding crazy on here.
What's going on, Bumpy?
They sound smart to each other.
Hey, JR, what valid points is he making?
As far as what Lincoln Riley has produced with QBs. Now, when you move the goalpost to say, what bowl game has he won? But if we're specifically functioning and speaking only of quarterbacks,
the development.
He has a great pedigree.
Don't forget that.
But then if you want to put, but what quarterback has he developed from Pop Warner football? Come on, man.
We're not talking about that.
The quarterbacks came into his system.
You just said he don't develop the QBs.
But that's why I say it's hard. It's hard to put development on a lot of coaches these days because the pupils, the players are getting so much development outside of the universities.
And FFJ,
they're utilizing their trainers more and more and more.
And that's what
I'm
we're
not saying they come into school
ready to go.
They're not coming to school as a finished product, but they're coming to school and the learning curve is much faster because they're coming to school with a greater understanding of, okay, this I got to read a defense. And this is how I have to understand route combinations. And they're coming with a greater curve on that. So it eases the transition to college when they get there and they're working with these offensive coordinators to understand the offense and put themselves in the best situation to win. Lincoln Riley, he does highlight the attributes of the players that he brings in. And that's what you're supposed to do as a coach. You're supposed to utilize the attributes of the talent that you brought in. If not, you'll find yourself fired real quick. That's like Coach Prime. Shedeur will be throwing the ball more because the attributes fit Shedeur to throw the ball.
Yeah. Hey, what's your name? JR. Can I say JR?
The whole time, bro.
JR.
They're so caught on Lincoln is developing these guys. We've been saying he's picking the right guys and putting them in the right system, which is exactly what you just said. So don't let Boosie try to go and say, JR, what's your name? You're saying exactly what we're saying. That's
Jerome, stop getting emotional, man. Relax.
We're saying that he is developing these quarterbacks. We're saying he's highlighting their skill set and putting them in the right system.
Getting overheated, man. Hey, I just want to say, JR is making valid points. when you come up in this panel, you start to realize just how rational Jerome is. But in this world, he's making sense. We'll give him what he wants. Hey, big brother Tiger. We're gonna give you this.
I'm gonna ask you a question. Me and JR aren't saying the same thing? Is that what you're saying? Just honestly, I want to know if you're being honest. Like, are me and him not saying the same thing?
What you agreed on was that he's not a guru, right? And then from there, you guys went totally different lanes.
No, we went the same lane. He has
JR,
go ahead.
Articulated his point, broke it down, and he gave Lincoln Riley credit for his resume.
Same thing I've been doing.
You've been discrediting Lincoln Riley.
No, I never discredited his resume at all. I said he has a great offensive system, the best one in college football, that with the right quarterback, they will succeed at a very high level. How is that discrediting him, man? How?
Okay. Yep. All right.
I've been saying that for the past 2 nights, Boosie. Like, I feel like you just got something against me, dog, because I literally saying the same thing JR is saying, and I articulate my point as well, and you're saying I'm off the wall, I'm off the radar, but he's making some valid points. We're saying the same exact thing. I haven't discredited Lincoln Riley not one time. All I said was I don't think he's a quarterback guru, but he's great for quarterbacks at the college level because of the offensive system that he puts them in. That's the same thing that JR is saying.
JR, I got a question for you, JR. All right, so if Coach Prime was at USC, do you think he'll be doing a better job at USC than Lincoln Riley?
I mean, if you put Coach Prime anywhere, he's electric. So when you get Coach Prime, you get all of Coach Prime. You get past, present, and he's so future forward thinking. You're getting all of that. So I think Coach Prime is he's a hell of a coach, hell of an individual. And if you put him at USC, with better talent the first year, yeah, he does a good job. He does at least a comparable job to what Lincoln Riley did, this past year for sure.
So tell me this right here. If Coach Prime is in on the Power 5 level, if he's 2-6, will we start saying, hey, he's not a good coach? Or will we be like, okay, well, I mean, he lost to Tulane, but that would, he scored a bunch of points when he played against Tulane. What would we be saying?
If Coach Prime was at USC and he was 2-6,
well, I'm saying like in bowl games, if he's 2-6, and if Coach Prime is at Colorado, he stayed at Colorado, and he's 2-6 in bowl games. 8 years from now, he's 2-6 in bowl games. Will we still be saying Coach Prime is a good coach, or will we be saying this Power 5 was too much? He need to go back to JSU.
Hey, JR, can I just add context? So Lincoln Riley is 19-8 overall at USC and 13-5 in conference play.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, he has a winning record. So
we talking about bowl games.
Why can't he have the whole picture to make his point, though?
Because this is what I said. I said if Coach Prime is 2-6 in bowl games 8 years from now, will they say he's a good coach, or will they say this Power 5 is too much for him? He need to go back down.
Are you asking about USC or Oklahoma? You saying two? That includes.
Ask about Coach Prime. I'll ask about Coach Prime. If Coach Prime loses 4 out of 6 bowl games, will they say he's a good coach, or will they say this is too much for him?
So, Tiger, I'm just my point is that you brought up Lincoln Riley's time.
Can he answer the question? When I ask you a question, you don't like.
I answer a lot of questions. I was just trying to help you frame your question.
No, you're not, bro. No, you don't.
All right. Okay, all right.
What I will say to the critics of Coach Prime, due to our skin color, right? I think they would label Coach Prime as not a successful coach.
Preach.
But to backtrack, and that's solely due to skin color. But if I were to backtrack and I were to say, if Coach Prime was having productive seasons of winning after winning after winning after winning, So we're looking at we're talking about the 9-3s, the 10-2s, the 11-1 type seasons, but you get into bowl games and you're unsuccessful. You know, sure, your pundits and your critics will be like, well, can he get it done? I don't think they would say he's a bad coach, but they'll say, you know, can he get the team over the top? Can he win the big one? I mean, that's the question we got about Coach Prime now. He was in the SWAC, very dominant program at Jackson State. When it came to the Celebration Bowl, he's 0 for 2. Do we call Coach Prime a bad coach? No. So if you were to go forward, you fast forward that, you put him in a bigger Power 4 football program, and if he's successful, if he's putting up Jackson State like numbers, 12-0, 11-1, but you get to a bowl game or you get to the championship rounds and you lose, I don't think they call him a bad coach. I think they're just saying, hey, can he win the big one? That's like Ryan Day. Is Ryan Day considered a bad coach, or can he not win the big one?
Look at Harbaugh.
Right? Because Ryan Day is going to churn out 10 wins every year. If Coach Prime gets CU to a point where they're winning 10 games every year, but he loses every bowl game, we won't say he's a bad coach. We'll just say he can't win the big one. But when you go 4-8, or you're going 6-6 or 7-5, you get to a bowl game and you lose the bowl game. Now that's, okay, what kind of coach do we have here? Situation.
Yeah.
So you're fine with having a coach. This is a Lincoln Riley question. You're fine with having a coach that's on the team, that's the top dog in the conference, at least the top 2 in the conference. Got all the resources. You got Heisman quarterbacks, and you still can't win the big games.
If you're putting me in the big game or getting me to a point where I can be considered for a big game every year, I mean, what can I be mad at? Who can I get to replace you at that point? Who else am I bringing in? I'm calling Nick Saban out of retirement to get us over the top. So eventually you'll bust through.
Georgia brought in Kirby Smart when Mark Richt was doing that same thing.
What I would say to Mark Richt, his last 4 years, they were down. They were some down years. Georgia was still a good team, but they were down.
So that's the same thing with Lincoln Riley then, because they still winning games, but they're not winning the bowl game.
Yeah, I mean, but are we calling Mark Richt a bad coach?
So to Tiger's point, then Prime was a bad coach at Jackson State because he didn't win a bowl game. What's your point, Tiger?
Because these guys that we're referring to, they have 4+ years. Coach Prime is just building his program.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I agree that Prime was a great coach, especially at Jackson State. But using your logic, Tiger, it seemed like you would have criticism that Prime didn't win the Celebration Bowl.
No, because he won the SWAC twice, so he went and dominated.
Lincoln Riley won his conference too.
No, Lincoln Riley didn't win no conference.
In the Big 12, he didn't.
He won the Pac-12.
He won the Pac-12, I believe, in 2022, but he won the Big 12 before.
He didn't win no. Booster, do you know for a fact that he won the Pac-12?
Yeah, let me see. I know he went to the bowl game. I know he had the best record.
No, he just played Tulane in the bowl before this. You ain't winning no bowl game, no Pac-12. If you win the Pac-12, you're gonna play in the Rose Bowl.
So maybe you're right. I know he had the best.
Yeah,
I know he had the best. I know you can't.
I don't think they won the conference. Yeah. I think they lost to. It was Utah. They lost to Utah.
Yeah, that's what it was. Utah. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
And look, in his first year. Right here. Look at Mark Richt. He's 10-5 in bowl games and still got fired.
Yeah, I mean, Mark. Look, what I would say about Mark Richt, we still not. We can't call him a bad coach. That was just. I mean, that's poor timing, man. That's like being, playing basketball during the Michael Jordan era. I mean, you got Nick Saban right there cleaning house. What do you do? You gotta pull from Nick Saban's tree to get Kirby Smart just to get in there to win.
This Richt did wrong. This is what Mark Richt did wrong. He did not recruit Georgia boys. Jamal Lewis cried because he wanted to play for Georgia. He went to Tennessee and won a championship. Cam Newton wanted to play for Georgia. What's my man that played for Clemson? Deshaun Watson wanted to play for Georgia. All these boys want to play for Georgia. Mark Richt wasn't bringing them in. That's why Mark Richt got fired. When Kirby got in there, Kirby said, we locking Georgia down.
Yeah, Mark. You know what I remember about Mark Richt. I mean, I'm not a Georgia historian, but what I remember about Mark Richt, he didn't recruit quarterbacks well. Everything else he recruited well, but quarterbacks he just seemed to miss year after year on quarterbacks.
Can't say that. He had the winningest quarterback of all time, David Green. He had he brought in what's my man for the Stafford. He brought in Stafford.
That's the only one I can. That's the only one I can recall was Stafford. David Green.
David Green winners. He was a winning quarterback all time until Fromm and taking the record. He had DJ Shockley. They ended up playing for the Falcons. So he had some guys now.
Hey, I got some breaking news real quick for y'all, man. Before y'all get to this topic, LeBron then playing all the Team USA got the college football game. LeBron said he only running with Ohio State and Colorado. We up, baby.
LeBron, man. Yeah, true.
Who you gonna play with, Boosie? USC?
Hey man. I'm actually a real CU fan. You know, I don't just kind of stalk Instagram or stalk little kids like Juju, like you. You know, we all CU fans not stalking 16-year-olds on Instagram, Tiger.
Nah, you can try to make me look bad, bro. That's public information, bro. That's public.
He's a content creator. That's what he's supposed to do. He doing his job.
Exactly. Man. You try to take a shot right there. You try to take a stab. Dog,
I'm responding.
I told you, Boosie a snake, man. I told you, bro.
Hey, little Tiger. Go to bed, man.
You go to bed, man.
I ain't sleeping, dog. You got me wide awake. Cause look,
I'm talking to Big Tiger. I'm saying little Tiger go to bed.
Man, my name is Jerome, dog.
Hey, I want y'all to understand this right here. We're Colorado channel, right? We trying to do whatever we can do to help Colorado prevail. Boosie on here 3 days straight talking about Lincoln Riley when we got the #1 quarterback in the nation trying to decide where he gonna go. Boosie trying to push him to USC.
Yeah.
Oh man,
you see, JR, you hear this?
They're doing you wrong.
Man. I know. Hey man, it's crazy. All over they say the same thing. Everybody talk to them. They're like, man, what's going on with Jerome? What's going on with Jerome? What's wrong with Jerome?
Go to their panel there, man.
Nah, they in this chat too. Hey, Tiger, you let Jerome bring you. I don't know why you let Jerome bring you down like this, man.
Bro, I'm not bringing anybody down, dog. No, I don't know why you keep saying that, bro.
JR, has Boosie said anything tonight that made you think he want Juju to play for Colorado?
What? Hey, man, that wasn't even a damn conversation.
I don't even think that ever came up in conversation.
Hey, they said in the chat, Boosie, they said, Boosie, you ain't got no problem with Lincoln Riley stocking teams, huh?
The questions were more pointed
you just talking about one person. Stop it, little Tiger.
I know. The comment, bro. What you
little
mean?
Tiger, stop it. This grown folks' business, man.
What I will say for Juju, I think the decision, you know, my opinion about it is I think the decision is coming down to how quickly he can get on the field. So if you're looking at, you know, this Miller Moss situation, it's how quickly can he get on the field. Shedeur walking out the door next year. Miller Moss, he'll be at USC next year. So for Juju, it's like, how quickly can I get on the field?
So you're saying it's not about going #1 or winning the Heisman? It's not about that.
Winning the Heisman. He said,
hold on. You saying it's about getting on the field? How quick you can? So it's not about going #1 or winning the Heisman.
So two things can be right at the same time. if my clear path trajectory, the clearest path I have to get to the NFL is playing a Lincoln Riley offense and get to the NFL, then you can use that. But what do young kids out of high school want to do? They want to play immediately. They want to come and they want to contribute. So if you can go to a university that is build up a cachet behind Coach Prime's name and get on the field immediately, you can get on the field immediately. You know? So
And Boosie, how you feel about Lincoln Riley stalking these teenagers? Because he actually called their house. Don't call their house.
No, I'm talking about you, man. Apparently, I'm not a CU fan because I'm not watching every little thing Juju does, or I'm a CU fan, man.
You see what I just said?
And apparently, you can't give any compliments to any other coach in college football, even though Coach Prime himself consistently gave kudos to Lincoln Riley. But
Boosie, you ain't never stuck up for a single coach, player, staff member on Colorado team like you've been sticking up for Lincoln Riley these past couple days.
Exactly.
Because I know, Jay. I know it's crazy. I know. I'm going down the gutter right now. But I'd say this, Jerome. You even talked yourself with this Lincoln Riley conversation and saying something even more absurd than some of the conversations you said in the past. And I felt that I had to respond.
I don't know what I said was so absurd about it because JR said the same exact thing I said. But you said
nah, see, your phone doesn't even like you. See,
I don't know what's absurd that I said.
Hey man, your phone even like you, man. come back, man.
but yeah,
Hey, him. Hey, what you got, him?
Yo, what's the word? What's
up, bro?
What's going on?
Shouldn't I see y'all still talking about Lincoln Riley, huh?
Yeah, man. Hey, I got in him tonight, bro. I broke it down. Because when I see stuff, and I want Juju to win. He a Georgia boy. I want him to win. But I realized a lot of dudes that come out of high school to go to Lincoln Riley, they don't finish up with Lincoln Riley.
Well, there ain't been many of them.
What you mean? He's been coaching for a while now. How many coaches? How many quarterbacks?
Every quarterback he didn't have that he didn't put in the NFL, he had for about 2 years, correct?
But hold on. Don't you recruit a quarterback
for 3 years?
Hold on. Don't you recruit a quarterback every year out of high school?
Yeah, but most of these quarterbacks, they not one and done. They with him for like a year or two.
So how many guys that he recruited out of high school did he put in the league?
I can't think of none but Caleb Williams.
There we go. Ding, 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 ding. So
but he took Caleb Williams from one program, took him and made him a Heisman at another program.
Yep, and I'm gonna tell you
credit for that. You got to give him credit for that.
Dog, we don't give him credit for that. But this is what I'm showing y'all. Most of the guys that he rocked with was mobile guys. Is Juju in your eye? Is he a mobile quarterback?
No.
What point does that make, man?
I know.
Hey, Tiger be tripping, man. What point does that
Is Juju more like a pocket passer like Shedeur, or is he more like a mobile guy, like a Jalen Hurts or Kyler Murray?
He's a pocket passer.
Okay, so we talking about where he need to go to school at. It might be better because he's gonna be able to work out with the coach that's working with Shedeur now. So he's gonna have a coach. He's gonna be in a system where he can play fast, and he's gonna be in a system that's gonna cater to his skill sets. Lincoln Riley wants mobile guys that can run. His track record shows that.
Does he have a training track?
Can't run it all, or he don't?
His dad said he was slow. He used to play defense. His dad said he was too slow to play defense, so we moved over to offense.
Well, the quarterbacks that Lincoln Riley had wasn't just no super fast quarterback.
Thank you.
So Kyler Murray wasn't no super fast quarterback?
That was
the only one now. Come
I
on.
know. Tiger, you gotta stop this, bro. You gotta stop.
So, hold on. So Jalen Hurts wasn't no super fast quarterback?
No.
Oh, man.
Jalen ain't super fast.
Tiger.
Strong.
So did they create a whole rule because this dude running the ball in the NFL?
Nah.
The push? That doesn't mean you're fast.
No,
Come on,
that means you're a runner. You like to run with the ball.
Tiger, you don't even have to run. You get pushed.
Oh man,
Tiger, you got to stop this, bro. Tiger tripping, man.
Okay. When he was at Alabama, he took him to the championship. Did he throw to the championship or did he run to the championship?
He threw it.
Yeah, he ran up to the championship.
Nah, he ran. Nah. He ran.
Wait. Do you realize who his receivers was? He was throwing that ball.
Jalen Hurts.
No, why they put two in?
Receivers, bro.
Why did they put two in?
Because he was a better passer.
Yeah, they had receivers at Alabama though. They got that because of Smith, Waddle, and all them. Man, them was good receivers. They had a star-studded receiver. Come on.
But why did they put two in?
So, because he was the better passer.
Hold on, dog. Let him answer because he said he.
that was just like 1 or 2 games. Jalen Hurts pretty much carried them to where they was at, though. Let's be real.
No, it's one. Why did they put him in, bro? That's the question. You doing like Boost right now? Why did
Jalen Hurts couldn't throw the ball that game? But if you look,
the next season, who started?
Tula started, but Jalen Hurts went to Oklahoma and was a Heisman candidate for throwing the ball.
Not the Knicks. They stayed with each other for a year.
No, he didn't ride the bench for no whole year. He left the next year.
He was a backup, bro. He did it for a year.
He was on the bench for a year. Yeah. What I will say for Jalen Hurts was that a phenomenal athlete at the University of Alabama. And what I can remember mostly is about when it came to clutch moments, he made the plays on his with using his feet and not his arm. Right. So when it was a 3rd and 5, it wasn't a pass, it was him running for a first down. Even when he got to the end zone against Clemson, it wasn't on a pass, it was on like a 25-yard run. So phenomenal athlete. He had weapons to throw the ball. He had the Henry Ruggs, what's the other dude name that played for the Broncos? I think he recently got traded. But the Jerry Judys of the world. Yeah. He had those guys. But a lot of the times, it was a lot of overthrows and things like that. But when it came down to the key moments, Jalen Hurts, he got first downs. He scored touchdowns with his legs mostly. But great, I'm not taking nothing away from him. He was a great athlete, but he used his feet more at Alabama than his arm for sure.
And I appreciate you for that answer. I don't know why it takes so long. Like I'm real I'm gonna start booting cats, dog. When y'all get up here and start talking crazy, I'm gonna just boot y'all. Cause y'all talking crazy.
Boot, Boosie, man.
Go ahead. Be crazy, dog. I want people to come on here and say they know we finna talk real football. You got cats up here be just making up stuff on the fly. Like what we doing, man? Y'all just trying to win the argument, or we trying to have a conversation?
Yeah, they is trying to win the argument, man. That's why they say every time I say something, it's outrageous. But 3-4 other people say the same thing, and it's this great comment. But hey, I saw FMJ ask me a question in the chat. He said if Colorado, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we listen loud and clear. Go ahead, speak.
Yeah, if Shermer get fired and they bring in Riley for the OC, what would I say? I said it'd be great. Why not, bro? I told you. What you mean, Lincoln Riley?
Oh my gosh, man, this guy. Hey, JR. Now you see.
I've been saying it the whole time. If Lincoln Riley has the right guy in the right system, they're going to ball. I've been saying that the whole time.
But I had to fact check something. When Jalen Hurts got hurt, he also came back in when Tua got hurt and won a championship. So he wasn't. Hold on, because you try to make it seem like he didn't play at all once he lost the position.
No, I didn't, bro. We talking
or a passer. They was losing.
Was he a better runner or a passer, dog? That's what we were talking about. And the point we was pushing was
when he just got that big contract in the NFL, did he get that from running or from passing?
No, we talking about when he was in college, bro.
I'm talking about when he was in high school.
Now,
I'm
bro.
from Houston. He went to Channelview. He was never really a runner. He always been a passer.
I watched his highlight tape. Yes, he was. No, I watched his highlight tape.
So you saying in high school and college he had more rushing yards than he had passing yards?
Oh my God, man! Come on, bro.
He's a mobile quarterback. He's not a pocket passer. Juju is a pocket passer, and Lincoln Riley. Tell me what pocket passer Lincoln Riley has developed.
I mean, Jalen Hurts really not too much. He can run, but that don't mean he's a mobile quarterback. Just because he can run, that don't mean he's a mobile quarterback.
We gonna boot y'all, dog. That's what if you run, that means you're
nah. Just because I disagree.
Come on, bro.
A mobile quarterback. Wait. Let's be
a mobile quarterback, bro. What you talking about?
You got to really state what a mobile quarterback is before you label Jalen Hurts a mobile quarterback.
But Jalen Hurts stood in that pocket at Oklahoma too. He had 32 touchdowns.
Almost every quarterback in the league is a mobile quarterback because all of them can run. When you say mobile,
I just got one question.
Vince Young, Terrell Pryor, those are mobile quarterbacks. Michael Vick, RG3.
I got one question for you.
Those are real 100-yard a game rushing.
Go ahead, JR.
Was Jalen Hurts recruited to Alabama as a pocket quarterback or a dual threat quarterback?
Jalen Hurts is Jalen Hurts because of his arm. He was never known for a running quarterback. That's what I'm trying to tell you. He was never known for a Michael Vick type.
He definitely did. He definitely ran.
I grew up in Houston too, man. I'm familiar
right
with.
Now we're going through a hurricane. He went through Channelview High School.
I'm familiar, brother, and I hope you're safe out there because I got family. I'm from the H myself. I grew up southeast side of Houston. Went to Jack Yates High School. All of that.
Jack Yates, Third Ward, George Floyd. I know you at. But his daddy was a the quarterback. He was the head coach at Channelview High School. He had an arm. The only reason why he didn't transfer to the powerhouse North Shore in Texas, Houston, because he wasn't going to start. So he stayed at Channelview with his daddy.
I know the story. I'm just asking, was he recruited at Alabama
his
as a pocket or a dual threat quarterback?
He was not. He never had games where he ran over 150, 200 yards. He was always known for throwing the ball, bro. He can run. Don't get me wrong.
You know the definition of a pocket passer, bro. Do you understand the definition of a pocket passer?
Hey, Tiger, can I just say this point, man? When Jalen Hurts was in high school, his senior year, man, he rushed for over 1,300 yards.
Yeah, but how many he throw for?
Of course, he gonna throw more, bro.
23. No, Hurts pretty much had as much rushing touchdowns as he had passing touchdowns.
Wait, hold on. Part of that because North Shore was sorry, and he was like,
Channelview wasn't
that good.
Hey, 1,300 yards rushing as a quarterback.
Channelview was sorry, so he was kind of quarterback and a running back.
No, Hurts was a dual threat though. No lie about that.
He was a dual threat. Run.
He was known. Wait. Hey, hold up, Tag. What kind of offense did they actually run in high school?
That's just what I was saying. You got to listen. Channelview wasn't a talented team, so he was more of a one-man show. If the pass ain't open, he gonna take off running with it. Like that's the type of team he played. They didn't make the playoffs. They didn't play for state. They wasn't good. He was just a stat stuffing machine that was carrying the team.
But he was a dual threat stat stuffing machine, right?
So everybody in high school is a dual threat.
Yeah, but
that's all we're saying, man.
Jalen Hurts,
not Eli, man.
Jalen Hurts had one more passing touchdown than he had rushing touchdowns.
I never said he couldn't run. He's kind of like a Geno Smith. Geno Smith can run, but
bro. Jalen Hurts is a far better runner than Geno Smith.
Runner, bro.
He's far better.
What I'm saying. He might be a better runner than Geno Smith, but what I'm saying is that he rather pass than run.
Yeah.
Well, why?
I'll give you that now. You rather pass the ball than run. That's for sure.
I agree with that too. I agree with that.
Why did he lose his job to a passer?
It wasn't that he lost. He lost his job to someone who can place the ball better than him with the athletes at Alabama. If you put Tua on the Philadelphia Eagles, he probably wouldn't fit with them. If you put Hurts with the Miami Dolphins with all his speed, he probably couldn't throw the ball to them. You feel what I'm saying? He good on slants, comeback routes, and back shoulder passes. Tua is a deep ball thrower. You see what I'm saying?
Because he's a pocket passer. Bro.
So what is Tua? Because Tua run too. So what is Tua?
Tua is more of a pocket passer.
He a pocket passer, man. He's not considered dual threat. Jalen Hurts' biggest issue in college was accuracy. Like he always had arm strength. It's just the accuracy wasn't there. Like I said, I vividly remember watching Alabama games because I was rooting for the young man from the greater Houston area. So I would root for him. But I can vividly remember him overthrowing receivers wide open at the University of Alabama. It was an accuracy thing.
That's at Alabama. But when he just won the MVP, didn't he win MVP?
No, he didn't.
Last year, what he won? He didn't win MVP last year?
I've given him his credit.
Hold on, wait. Did he not win MVP last year? Yes or no?
I've given him his credit to transforming himself, working with a QB coach by the name of Jordan Palmer, and transforming his throwing motion and increasing his accuracy and working on his footwork. That's what got him to the NFL. He started working with Jordan Palmer in college, transitioning to the University of Oklahoma.
When he just had that great season in the NFL, not in Oklahoma, in the NFL with Philly, it was Offensive Player of the Year or something he just won last year.
This past year, Lamar Jackson did. I think the year before it was Patrick Mahomes. You can fact check me, but I'm almost certain.
Yeah, it was MVP was Lamar Jackson this past year.
Yeah, Jalen Hurts ain't never won no MVP. He was
an Offensive Player of the Year.
No, he was a finalist.
Yeah, he was a finalist, but he didn't win.
He was close.
He was close. Okay. Offensive Player of the Year or something. He won something.
He has done enough to prove himself as a top level quarterback in the NFL, and he got paid. Yeah, he got paid. So that's what you want to do.
Hey, you know what we gotta say? We gotta say thank God for Lincoln Riley.
Oh Lord.
He's crazy.
If he ain't go through Oklahoma, none of this probably gonna happen.
That's a fact.
Yeah,
that's true. If he don't go to Oklahoma, he don't get drafted in the second round. That's for sure.
On that note, we out here. Hey, him, dog. I rock with you, dog. But when you come to the panel, bro, you gotta have your facts straight, dog. You on here talking, but you don't got your facts straight, bro.
But just because I disagree, and you say he's a dual threat, but when you say he's not a pocket passer, you say it more like most of his yards come from rushing like RG3 or something. That wasn't what he did. Jalen Hurts would throw the ball most of the time. He only run for first downs or something and get out of bounds. He's not breaking for 60, running touchdowns and doing all that. He don't do that.
You realize RG3 had more passing yards than Jalen Hurts.
I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is RG3 was known for keeping the option, the read option, and breaking for 50. That's what I'm saying. Jalen Hurts a slide or do something or get out of bounds. He's not looking to rush for 100 yards a game. I bet in the NFL he don't have too many 100-yard rushing games.
No quarterback besides Lamar Jackson and Justin Fields got a bunch of 100-yard rushing. Like that's not as a dual threat quarterback. You're not expected to rush for 100 yards, man.
There's in this NFL now those two, but there's been quarterbacks over the years who rush for over 100 yards, bro. Come on now.
Yeah, I think
it's not that.
I think we're getting like
caught up between
athletic quarterbacks and running quarterbacks. You know what I'm saying? I think Jalen is an athletic quarterback.
Like Patrick Mahomes.
Lamar's a
dual threat. You call Patrick Mahomes. He can run. You call him
athletic. But he isn't using running as a part of the offense. You know what I'm saying?
What you call Russell Wilson?
He's athletic.
Here's what I'm saying, him.
It's all the same.
You got here. You said your man won an MVP, dog. He ain't won the MVP. So you get up here saying
something. He won, bro.
Yeah, bro. I'm saying if you're gonna say it, you gotta know, because now people listening, you on the show, so they're gonna take what you're saying is golden. That's all I'm saying, dog. Like, just have your facts straight. Like we talking about he a runner. You talking about he ain't no runner, but you go look at his stats. He got about the same amount of rushing touchdowns. He got passing touchdowns. He's a dual threat.
Today, y'all facts went straight when y'all said Lincoln Riley didn't have no NFL offers. I had to fact check y'all on that. So let's not act like y'all facts always be straight now. Let's not do that.
What?
The other day when y'all said Lincoln Riley ain't had no NFL offers, why he ain't got no offers? Y'all was wrong. He had a couple NFL offers.
I said he was applying for the job and he didn't get it last year.
That's not true. NFL was calling for him. That's a fact check. That's what I'm telling you. Google it. You can Google it.
He went to see what they had to say, and he didn't take the job. He went in the office.
You saying he applying for NFL jobs like that's how that work? You don't apply for no NFL job. They come get you.
They have a panel.
You tell me coaches go to organizations and fill out applications and say I want to apply to be the head coach. It don't work like that.
All right, man. Look, bro.
Come on, bro, we really, and y'all agreeing with that, really?
Coach Fran Brown just did that, bro. He just did that with Syracuse.
That's Syracuse in college. We talking about the NFL. They come to get you. They not.
Don't you know? For you to come. Don't you know they got a process where they gotta have so many guys that fill out for the application, like for the job. They got to go through a process.
National championship right now.
They got to interview a bunch of dudes. Hey man, hey look, bro.
Where did the conversation just go, man? That's
he didn't go fill out no applications for the Chargers.
Y'all be good, man. Hey, you out here.
All right, fellas.
Hey, I'll see y'all in the next go around, man. We out of here, bro.
All right, man.
Hey, no show tomorrow, dog. No show tomorrow.